What's cracking, Expresses? Welcome to Podcast X Season 2, Episode 2. Our special guest today, which is Owen Bennett, some waste man we found on the street. But hey, how you doing, Owen?
Hello, I'm doing good.
Perfect. And of course, we still have James as well, the
Of course I'm
professional
still
who
here.
is unprofessional.
Wait.
What? What was that?
Yeah.
You see, I feel like at this point, me and Money are kind of like an old married couple, you know.
Yeah.
Except in this situation,
Is that
he's the
because
one.
we have
He's
sex, or-
he's the one who cheats. You know, that's what this is.
What? What?
Don't do
Wait,
another.
know,
This is your
He goes
connection.
and he
When
says
did
things
I
behind
cheat
my
on you,
back,
James?
and I've never done anything horrible to you, Bunny. But no, you just go and you slaughter me to the dogs. That's what you do.
No stopping these
I
guys.
just
Throw
sat here
me
for an
in the
hour.
shit.
Listening to you repeat the same line over and over again to Owen here.
Oh, that was
I
a
think that-
technical issue, so that's not really my
Guys, I
fault.
think we might have a problem.
I think we might have a problem. Let's just
Yeah.
not explain anything, Owen. Let's just not explain anything. Just keep going with the podcast.
Yeah, let's.
Yeah, James, what's going
You
on? How are
can't just say that and then carry on because now the
okay,
people
At the end of the
have no idea
podcast,
what's
we
going on.
we explain that. We explain that at the end.
What the hell? Hold up. Uno momento. 1 second.
Uno
Owen,
momento.
stop clicking. It's driving me mad.
Okay, clicking is stopped. Okay. I need to find out how to exit this window without.
Yeah, but
clicking.
anyway, we're back with. Did you even say what episode it was, Bunny?
Yeah, he said it was season 2, episode 2.
No.
Correct. No, wrong.
Episode 12.
Oh yeah.
We're doing this a bit unusual. You know,
Yeah,
new
yeah.
season, you start off from number 1 again, but we didn't, and you know, maybe that's just how we're gonna do it. So, you know, you
Sounds
got a
good.
problem, maybe you should move along. Go to the next
Yeah.
podcast. Anyway, but Bunny, I'm gonna need you back for this question. Bunny, dear.
Bunny. Mr.
My
Mr.
love,
Tip.
my beautiful.
my bunny.
Sorry.
you're
My
back.
apologies. Important phone call.
Now, this is an important question. Okay,
Awesome.
Clicking my knuckles for this one.
are you ready? Now, first of all, I want Mr. Bunny Tears answer.
Oh, God.
Iron Man versus Batman. Who wins?
Batman. 100% Batman.
Bullshit!
Yeah, 100% Batman.
How did you come to that conclusion?
Let me put it to you this way, okay? With Batman, things are very simple. I need to get up there. Hell, I'll use the Batclaw, which is basically just a rope, just like a normal person would. When he needs to get around, he uses a car. He doesn't fly around. He just uses a car, unless he has the Batwing. But yeah, he just uses a car or a plane or something like that. So what's the easiest solution for a man who is in a iron suit running on
Fly.
electricity? EMP, baby. EMP. All Batman's got to do is click a little button on his belt, and boom, Iron Man is no more.
Yeah, okay, this is what you haven't considered. Dude, this is Tony fucking Stark we're talking about. I'm telling you, his suit is going to have some inbuilt pheromone cage or something. Pheromone cage? What's it called?
Pheromone cage? What the fuck? What the hell is he planning?
No, what is it called? I can't remember. Pheromone cage? I think it might be that.
Vermin cage.
Pheromone cage, yeah. But basically,
Yeah.
the idea is it conducts the electricity around like a shell, so it doesn't actually go in and get him or any of the internal electronics. You know, we have that on jet fighters. I'm pretty sure Tony Stark would have managed this. You know?
But is he Batman, is the question.
No.
This is true.
He's
not.
Tony
He's simply
Stark.
not Batman.
He is Tony Stark.
Yes, he is Tony Stark,
Mm.
but he's not Batman.
The name Stark has achieved a lot in media history.
And
in the
you're
last few
trying to
years.
say that Batman hasn't.
Batman
in
in
killing motherfuckers.
Hey! Batman never saved New York.
Iron
he
Man
saved
did.
Gotham many
Yeah.
times.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. He saved Gotham from a guy with a gas mask. Good job. You know, Iron Man
seen
stopped
any
an
of the previous
alien
Batman?
invasion and a nuclear warhead. Who is more impressive here? This is not a hard debate.
At what point did Iron Man stop an alien invasion?
You have never seen the Avengers?
Oh, so that was just Iron Man then, was it? Yeah.
You don't know
He
what
had
happens
some
behind the
help.
scenes, Bunny.
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
Yeah, you're right. He did have some help, like the Hulk. The Hulk.
Yes.
The Hulk.
Batman
The
had Bat Bitch.
Batman never had that bitch. He had
Yeah,
Robin, and what fucking hell was Robin?
He freed who I think is going to end up being Robin. He freed all the policemen from the underground thing. But anyway,
No,
I'm
you're
not
thinking about
defending
Modes.
your side. Iron Man's better. What do you think, Owen?
Owen, but please shed some light onto this motherfucker.
Okay, intentionally, I would have gone with Iron Man just because, I don't know, I've never really been into Batman as much, and Iron Man just seems a bit more badass. But looking at it and the logistics behind it, Iron Man has to have a
Is that why
suit
you're
to do his job. Whereas Batman
Is that why
can
you're
just go out
clicking?
and be badass.
Is it
That is why
researching?
I'm clicking, yes.
He's researching.
I've got Wikipedia up, I've got everything. But yeah, intentionally I would have gone with Iron Man. And then after some Wikipediaing, I came to the decision that Batman, in fact, would be a better superhero.
Most definitely.
No, this is not who's the better
Most
man, okay? This is who would win in a fucking fight. They start at one end of the city, and Alfred and Pepper walk into the middle, and they both shout go at the same time. Who wins? And I'm telling you right now, Iron Man is all over this shit.
It depends.
Batman does not have a chance.
That's just.
Iron Man's going to
It's a,
kick the
it's a
arse out
good
of him.
question. It's a fair question.
It is a good
because both
question,
are
and it actually
billionaires
leads
who
on to my
need
next
things to be
question.
good.
It actually leads on to my next question quite well. Wolverine versus Batman.
Oh,
Well, that's has to be Wolverine, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it has to
simply
be as well.
Has to be Wolverine.
Yeah,
yeah.
because let's face it, he doesn't die. You
Yeah,
know?
exactly. It's difficult to lose a fight when you just cannot be injured.
Mm-hmm.
What was this? Is this
Exactly.
before he gets the
Adamantium.
medals? Yeah. Is this
Why
before?
the
or after?
hell would it be before?
Well,
Yeah,
Because
let's talk about
before,
Wolverine.
no, before his claws could be broken off just by somebody who's a bit strong.
Yeah.
So, and that
True,
gave
but-
him some problems. I'm gonna assume we're gonna go with the latest one where
Yeah,
he's
let's
got
go-
all
let's
the
go with the
metal and
latest.
stuff. That's pretty
Has
much
to be, yeah, has
unbreakable. I think well,
It'd be a great fight to watch, but
I think that's a much fairer fight than Iron Man versus Batman
Yeah.
because they're
Yeah,
more.
but
They're
you're
both. They're neither of them are a big metal suit flying about
This is true.
because that's
yeah,
obviously
but at the
superior.
same time, I
so.
think the Batman and Iron Man fight is fairer because
Well,
both of them without their suits.
I
are
think you were born
much
with an extra
useless.
chromosome.
Well,
Then I'd better buy a fucking hockey stick, hadn't I?
that escalated quickly.
Motherfucker! don't pay this.
There are very, very limited people listening right now who would have got that reference. But to those two people, oh,
Congratulations.
well done.
Yes, well done. Well done indeed.
Yeah, fuck you. Okay, so working our way up the scale, Captain America versus Batman.
See, I've never really watched too much Captain America.
I think Batman,
I think Batman.
because Captain America, he's not invincible. He's just, I want to call him superhuman in a way.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty
'Cause
much.
he's not a
very
god.
strong. He's definitely not invincible.
No, what he has is he has a very tactical mind. He's very smart, but
Is he the character at least technically dead,
what do you mean?
as in the comics? So Captain America, wasn't he assassinated?
Let's not ruin the next Marvel film, please.
Hey, this is the comics.
Shh.
The films have nothing to do with the comics.
I happen to know some things, but I'm neither confirming nor denying the
Did
death.
I just spoil a
Captain
film that hasn't
America.
even been made yet? Did I
You
just do
may
that?
have just done that, Bunny.
Look, I'm just saying, I've been piecing together the Marvel hints for a while now, and there may be some interesting stuff coming. So let's not tell people what happens.
Well, I'm sorry, okay? I don't
Yeah, you are.
particularly enjoy the movies. Wow, really, James? Really?
Right,
Really?
season 3, this podcast is just going to be a massive fight.
It is. It's just going to be me
Dude,
running to
that-
James's house and kicking the living shit out of him. That's what's going to be
It's
happening.
gonna be a long run, but okay.
It will, yeah, it will. But by the time
Yeah.
you actually fix all your audio problems and set up, I'll definitely be there.
We need to leave that for the end of the
I
podcast.
see. Yep. Low blow. Okay. The next question. Now, I think out of all the something versus Batman questions, I think this is the dumbest one ever.
Owen versus Batman.
No.
It's
No,
Superman
that would
versus
be-
anyone,
It's
isn't
Superman versus Batman.
Ooh.
What kind of a question is that?
it? See, now that's where the problem lays, because this has been done before, hasn't it?
Well,
There is a Superman versus Batman. That exists.
it's-
might have to
they're
Google that.
They might be making a film about it as well.
Shall I Google it?
You could do, yeah, you could
No,
do. Because as
but,
far as I'm aware,
Let's do some research.
I'm not going to spoil anything, but think about it. Batman always has what he needs. What's the one thing Superman just can't handle?
Batman.
Kryptonite.
That too. Yeah, the kryptonite. You know Batman's got some kryptonite on him. You know he has.
He's
See,
a
this is what
millionaire.
I imagine. Imagine if Batman made a suit out of kryptonite, then maybe. But here's the thing. Superman doesn't have to be very smart to get around that. Superman only has to stand 2 countries along and throw a truck at him.
This is
2
very
countries along.
Dude, have you seen the latest Superman? What's it? Man of Steel.
I haven't, no. I heard bad things. So I never
Dude,
watched it.
watching the 2 guys is just watching beams of light bounce into each other. That's what those fight scenes are like, okay?
Okay, I've got something. Google has given me the answer.
The
Uh-oh.
answer is...
All right, let's wait for this page to load. Come on, page.
Liar.
I might just have to send it to one of you guys.
Send it to
Do
Buddy.
not send
Alright.
it to me. Holy shit.
I can't open it.
Oh,
well,
good.
this
It
is
looks
never
like
good.
it's
Yeah.
just for you, Mr. Owen. 'Cause if I open it, it's game over.
My
Okay.
internet is not working.
All right, so something that I want to talk about because it's more relevant to me recently is what is your favorite TV show?
Hmm.
Damn.
Because I've got a few now. I've got a few. So in the last, I don't know, it was about the last week and a half or so, I've gone from not have really ever fully watched a single episode of Game of Thrones. Now I've nearly finished every episode that's come out.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Yeah, I have properly binge watched this shit. So I feel like I'm now knowledgeable enough about the series to talk about it. Game of Thrones. It's amazing.
Awesome.
It's amazing. It's so good. Have you watched it, Bunny?
Of course, of course.
Have you watched it all so far?
I don't think so. I don't think I have. I
Okay.
was watching them with a friend, and I think we got through a few seasons, but I'm pretty sure we haven't gone completely.
Yeah, so
up to date.
there's only 3 so far. 3, yeah.
Mm.
But it's really, really good.
It's
See, ever
very
since I've
good.
got into this whole networking scene, I've kind of strayed away from actually watching TV because
It's not TV.
but as bad as it sounds, it just like even watching any series now is very, very hard for me because
Okay.
it's
So
I
what
don't
you've
know.
actually just done there is completely exclude yourself from this conversation. So, Bunny,
Congratulations.
You're welcome.
you've pretty much gone, guys. I know nothing. So,
I'm not gonna
Exclude me from this.
so between me and Bunny, I didn't realize before watching Game of Thrones that is it George R.R. Martin?
Yep.
I didn't realize that he created a world pretty much as detailed as Middle Earth.
Hell yeah.
It's a seriously in-depth world, and it's a really good one as well.
It is. It is. There's so many different things going on at once. You can
Yeah.
tell he's had to go into that kind of detail to
Yeah.
actually keep it going and making sense.
So, unlike my other favoritist, wait, hang on. I'm looking for an incorrect word here, but I don't want to make it sound too incorrect.
What is said word?
Mm.
Jeez, Owen. If only I'd known it. If only I can't talk tonight. Okay. So from now on, I'm just gonna let Google Translate say everything I want to say in Swahili. So
Good.
Sounds good.
Good. Thank God. Finally.
I
Finally.
think I would prefer that.
Owen, that's all it took.
Oh,
That's
and
all it took
and
to get rid of this guy.
and I've just picked up my phone, and I see a text from Mr. Bunny Tears an hour and 20 minutes ago saying, "Get on Skype, you waster." I'd like to point out two of the words in that six. Oh wait, hang on.
Here we
Horribly
Yeah,
spelled.
you
right?
spelled
Up
you
there,
spelled
exactly
Skype
right.
wrong. You spelled you wrong. You spelled waster wrong.
How does one spell?
Hold on a fucking second. There's no way that's true. Give me a second here. Oh, I did spell Skype wrong. Oh shit.
Yeah, SKYP.
Yeah, I left out the E.
Skip.
But the your wasted thing was supposed to be spelled wrong. It's just the Skype. Yeah, it's skipped now.
The
So
waster
from now on,
thing
it's
was
skipped.
supposed to be. Okay. Okay. Yeah, thanks for that.
Hey, no worries. No
I-
worries.
I
You did
didn't-
get on.
Hey,
You
from
got on
conversation
immediately,
talk.
like an hour and 20 minutes ago, and we've only just started recording.
Yeah.
This is very true.
We had a
And it's
few
all
issues.
Owen's fault. I'm
Yeah,
sick of
this.
it.
Literally.
I'm
There's no
moderately
beating about the
fixed.
bush. It is completely your fault.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
you
to be
know,
honest.
this is what I get for coming in as a guest. You know, everything's your fault.
Yeah.
In regards to television series, I was just thinking about it. I'd like to say something along the lines of Game of Thrones or Breaking Bad when it comes to my favorite one, but I think it has to be Friends.
Oh my god! I was just thinking Friends would be the stupidest thing to say. Like,
Oh, perfect!
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh man, I
No,
have to
in
pick a side here.
general.
Do you know whose side I'm on?
whose side?
I don't know.
Oh, good.
I don't know. Do you know what? Both try and convince me. So, Bunny, why should Friends be crowned one of the best TV shows of all time?
Hold on a second here. You asked me what my favorite television.
Oh, okay,
series.
yeah, no, good point. I
Okay.
did ask you. What
I don't
yours
have to
was.
explain why. No, honestly, I just think that the way the characters bounce off each other in that show, it's very unique. It hasn't really been done correctly since then, and I just miss it a lot. It's the TV series that I really do miss, and I understand they can't actually do it anymore because people are getting old and stuff like that. But I really do miss that series. And I
Yeah.
wouldn't feel right just saying, "Oh yeah, these new series that are coming out are better than Friends," when I've been watching Friends for years, and these have only been out for like a year or 2 years or 3 in Breaking Bad's case.
And Game of Thrones, 2011.
Was it 2011?
Yeah, Breaking Bad
Oh, so that's
started
3
in like
years ago.
Breaking Bad first came out in like 2008.
From
God
when I
dang it.
used to actually like
Yeah.
actively watch any series, my favorite would probably be that show with Charlie Sheen,
2.5.
just
Men.
because it has Charlie Sheen in it, and it's
you
on
mean 2.5
you,
Men.
sa-
2.5
you sound like
Men,
you
that's-
sound like
that's the
you
one.
are well versed in this subject.
Yeah, I just really
you couldn't
like.
remember the name of it.
I
Don't tell
It
me
was
this is
my
your favorite show
let's-
of all time, and then not
let's be
remember the
honest.
name.
It's a good point. It's a very good point.
It was one of
that
my
that one
favorites.
with Charlie Sheen in it. Yeah,
Yeah, you know the one.
yeah,
that-
best show
many.
ever.
Just because of Charlie Sheen.
Hmm. Yeah, 2.5 Men's a good show, but it's not Breaking Bad good.
Yeah.
Oh, hell.
It's really not. But see, it might just be because it's been a while since I watched Breaking Bad, but I'm trying to debate whether or not I prefer Game of Thrones or Breaking Bad. I think they're
Hmm.
both great. I really do.
Yeah, that is a tough choice. That's a very tough choice.
But I think at the same time, it's hard to compare. They're very different things.
They are very different.
But I will say this though: if I have to suggest two TV series which you need to watch before you die, Game of Thrones and Breaking Bad are the two I'd suggest.
Oh, most certainly. Most certainly.
Breaking Bad, because I feel like if you want to know whether or not somebody is truly a good person, you make them watch Breaking Bad, and you just kind of see who they side with throughout the series. That's kind of how I discovered I'm actually a really bad person. But that's also how I discovered my friend Callum, who you remember from the last episode, is actually a really good person. Oh, was it Callum or was it my other friend Jimmy? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it was the guy who designed the background, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure if
Yeah,
it was
that's
Callum who had this opinion. I think it might have been though, but his opinion was basically by the end of it, you know, he was a bit of an evil bastard and he kind of needed to go. Which, you know, when you look at this on paper, he basically he was a drug lord. You know, there's no ifs or buts about it. That's what he was. And he was good at it. You know?
Yes, indeedy. And he was a bit of a bastard a lot as well.
Yeah, he was. You know, I'll admit. Probably a lot of Series 2, I really hated Skylar.
Oh, yeah, same. She was a bit of a bint.
She just went through this whole, as a character, she was depressed, and she was, you know, she was in his face about everything. And now I look back at it, and I'm like, you know, maybe she kind of had a point. Her husband was sneaking out the house, making and dealing meth. I can kind of see where she's coming from. You know? But at the time, I was like, Skylar's a bitch.
Yeah,
Get off his back. Let the man make some meth. You know? That was what I was thinking at the time. But now it's like, you know, really? That probably wasn't the best opinion.
Although, to be fair, I think... I don't want to give too much away, but I think at the early stages of the television series, you kind of did side with Waltz because he essentially had no other choice. What he was doing was for a good reason.
I think at first you have to, don't you? Because, I mean, they pull the cancer card, you know? You can't. You can't. It's very hard to hate somebody with cancer.
Very, very hard.
There is something programmed into today's society that no matter what cultural area or race or ethnicity that you're from, cancer's a serious, serious thing.
Definitely.
Of course.
You know, other diseases and things are joked about quite a lot, but cancer, I mean, you rarely find a cancer joke. So
yeah, that's
unless it's an anti-joke.
Oh, what, like why was the milkman sad because his entire family died?
Yeah.
Things like that. Yeah. Or there's like those terrible Holocaust ones, you know.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever heard them?
Those
You know,
are
like,
absolutely
some
sickening.
Jews walked into a bar.
Them.
Jokes, it wasn't a bar, it was a chamber. They died.
Yeah. Why did little Susie fall off the swing? She got hit with an axe. All of these.
My fucking
these.
You see, bad person.
Bad person. But is it the person that's saying it or the person that published the joke?
No,
it's
dude.
Probably the person who's saying it.
I'm stitching you up with that one, yeah. The person who's saying it, that was you.
Okay.
Whichever one you are, mate, that's the one.
What about if he's both?
That's double you then, isn't it?
Yeah, technically, yeah.
Yeah.
That's even worse.
Yeah, after those early stages, because again, I don't want to give too much away, but you know how it got to a point where Walt had more choice.
Yeah. Where he had kind of got to the point where he had made enough to turn back.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. He basically had the choice to either stop or change his ways or work a bit differently, but chose against it for some fucking reason. Like, I mean, that's when you started to just kind of be like, what the hell are you doing? Like,
I
really?
probably should have said this a minute ago, but this is slightly spoilery.
Yeah.
Yes, and
Spoiler alert.
Vaguely, but yeah. When he had,
well, that
when
wasn't
he
too
had,
bad.
When he had enough money to turn back and stop, I think is when most of the fans kind of turned on him.
Yeah,
you know, they still enjoyed the show, but you know they kind of turned on him at that point.
Oh yeah. That's the good thing about it, though. The actual quality of the show had nothing to do with the relationships you built with the characters, which I think is good.
The acting was superb. You know, when a TV show is so good, where you never see a scene and you never picture the camera crew stood behind them, you know, that's when it's good. Whereas if you're watching a not so good TV show and you kind of see the camera come up to their face and then you start to imagine what it'd be like to have a camera in your face, not a good TV show.
No.
You know, because then they've put it together somehow in some fashionable way that you have managed to bring yourself out of what's going on. I have not done that once in Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones.
That's very true, actually. I didn't even think about that, but that's exactly true.
Yep. So, does anything have anything they want to say?
I'm good.
What?
Wait, I don't know what I just said. Does anybody have anything they wish to say before I confess my love?
Oh, well,
Oh.
with that sentence, I think none of us have anything to say. Isn't that right, Owen?
Yeah,
I don't
that
think we have
is
nothing.
that's-
Absolutely nothing to say. So what's this? What's this confessing love?
So this
about?
this person is recently, okay, I kind of have been, and this is gonna sound really creepy for a minute, okay?
I love
but
you
I've-
too, mate.
I've,
Don't worry.
Yeah. I've been looking up this person's work for a while. I've been kind of researching them, watching a lot of their
It's me looking this
personal
up.
media that they've been posting online, and I've become a huge fan. And frankly, I want to marry this man, but I
Oh, it's a
can't.
man.
And this man is Peter Jackson. My
Ah,
God,
Peter Jackson.
the
I
work
do.
that this guy does is, when you actually look at it like on a personal level, when you see how he interacts with other people on the set and crew, and how he organizes things and brings a bunch of scattered shots and sets and things together into this amazing creation, which is The Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, and what was the other big film he did? I can't remember.
King Kong.
King Kong, that's the one. And he brings it all together as well as he does. And then you see that he's also a genuinely lovely, down-to-earth guy. I wish there were more of them. Because
That's a very good point, actually. It's a very good point. I don't think Peter Jackson really gets the respect that he deserves. Some people like Lord of the Rings. Some people just refuse to watch it. I don't get how that works. But yeah, he's a very talented man. Very talented.
Yeah. Because I honestly think, in terms of like who creates the best product, excuse me, Peter Jackson. Why can't I talk tonight? Peter
What
Jackson.
is up with you today?
Wishy washy woo. Okay. Peter Jackson, Quentin Tarantino, Steven Spielberg, the bloke who got pissed off the other day and walked off stage because he mixed up a line. Anybody know what I'm talking about?
Not a clue.
The director that he went
I
to go do a
heard
talk for
about
Sony,
this.
and then he messed up a line and
He literally just bounced. Yeah,
Yeah,
I heard about
he
it.
just
I have
he
no
just fucked
idea.
off. I kind of feel sorry for him. I can't remember who it is. Michael Bay.
I can't-
Michael Bay.
I can't. Was it Michael Bay?
I'm pretty sure it was Michael Bay.
No way.
Who is it
Why did I not?
Who is it that gets a lot of abuse for lens flares?
That is Michael Bay.
It's Michael Bay then, yeah.
That is Michael Bay. Why did I not clock onto that when I first heard about it?
I don't know. But
Holy
it
shit,
was Michael Bay. And a lot of people were giving him shit for this, and I'll be honest, I feel sorry for him. Because,
Yeah.
he messed up a lot, and I could see he's a director, he's not a public speaker,
Yeah.
And that was just obvious to me. And a lot of people are saying, oh, he does these movies, so she better do this, or that, or just be able to talk in front of a few hundred people. This guy doesn't stand in front of the camera, So,
Stand behind.
don't be mean to Michael Bay, because
Were people being mean to him? Because I never actually saw what happened.
people gave him a lot of abuse for it, and he even started to talk about possibly quitting because he genuinely is upset about this lens flare stuff. That has got to him now.
Well, to be fair, you would too. I mean, that's something that he's had to tactically think about and add into his movies. I mean, he's essentially creating a piece of artwork here, and he's decided that effect is good enough to join his artwork.
Hey, I like it.
Then
I
people
like it.
I like it as well. I think it's a very good use. I mean, yeah, it doesn't technically make physical sense, but yeah, it's still it's still good. It's still very good. It's good to watch, which is the entire point of it. So I don't
Exactly.
understand why everyone's bitching about it.
Yeah, it's a real shame. But yeah, sorry. Michael Bay, Quentin Tarantino, Peter Jackson, Spielberg.
Owen.
Who else?
Would you say Steven Spielberg or?
Oh, do you know what? Actually, when you say it, it's actually hard to name a great film by him.
E.T.
I said great film.
Excusez-moi, s'il vous plaît. E.T. phone home. Parlez-vous français?
I just don't think it's. I don't think it's Quentin Tarantino or Peter Jackson level. I'm very sorry.
You know what the problem is? You're young. You have no idea what you're talking about.
Hey, look, E.T. was... Dude, I grew up watching E.T. I know my stuff about E.T., okay? You know, there was a period of my life where I wanted to be E.T.
That's not good.
I just want to let you know immediately that's not normal.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why I wanted to be. I'll tell you why I wanted to be him. Because I wanted to be able to fly, and I was under the impression, you know, if I was E.T., I'd just get on a bicycle and fuck off to Africa.
As much as I love that theory,
Yes.
what is your opinion about looking like E.T.?
Yeah, that could be.
I was like 5. Do you think
That's a
I was really
roadblock.
concerned with that?
So you decide to be a bit different, and rather than go for Superman because he can also fly, you thought you'd go with
I
E.T.
never liked Superman. You gotta remember what
But E.T.
E.T.'s cool,
Holy
motherfucker.
moly.
But I still don't think the movie is quite Quentin. I honestly think in terms of movies, Quentin Tarantino probably makes the best ones.
Oh, 100%. In my opinion, at least, I like Quentin Tarantino's
You don't have to
movies
go
more
very
than I
far
like
to do
everyone
it. You know, The Wolf of Wall Street, Django.
Is The Wolf of Wall Street a Quentin Tarantino movie?
I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. If it's not,
I'm
then I just made
watching
a
it.
huge error. But I'm
I
pretty
am
sure it is.
watching.
It's a great film.
See, I was on the fence about it until you said that. Nah, I'm gonna watch it.
Dude, it's Leonardo DiCaprio at his... I'm going to call it at his best. Literally. Here's the thing. You don't realize how long it is. This thing is actually... I'm pretty sure it's longer than Lord of the Rings, but it's good.
I did hear it was a bit long, but
Yeah,
I don't
because it's
care.
actually
The movie's
quite
good,
a
it's just-
slow-paced... You know, there's not actually like a huge plot. You're basically just watching this guy become more and more successful until he semi-destroys himself. So...
yeah.
spoiler
alert.
Yeah. But there are some really, really good one-liners in there, you know. There's this one part where he goes to jail and he's like, yeah, I went to jail, but then I remembered, I'm rich. And then it kind of cuts to a shot of him playing tennis with the warden. So,
Plot twist.
it's great.
That's very good, actually. Very good.
Yeah. But no, he goes from zero to hero to zero to hero. So, yeah.
Why? Yeah.
But it's very
Yeah.
cleverly done. It's filmed in a way which I haven't actually seen before. So he kind of breaks the fourth wall without properly breaking it. So
That's weird.
yeah. So I'm not gonna give away any spoilers. There's actually not many spoilers to give away because, like I said, there's no real plot. But you know, there's one point where he's kind of walking out of his house and he's just talking to the camera as he's walking out to his car. You know, and he's explaining what he takes every morning. You know, he's like 3 shots of heroin, 4 cocaine buds, and he's going through the list. And then he's like, yeah, and he says, then I finish it off with another bit of cocaine just to wake me back up again. And then he gets into the car, drives off, and then the fourth wall's not broken again for like another 20 minutes.
That's pretty cool. I do like it when they do that, actually.
Yeah, but it's very well done, and he's a great actor.
Oh, definitely. 100%.
What is it he hasn't got yet? He's still not got an Oscar, hasn't he? Or is it
I
Golden
think,
Globe?
Yeah, I
It
think
might be
that's
both.
true.
I'm not
I
sure.
think it is.
What the fuck is that about?
Well, to
They're
be
just
fair,
trolling him.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Well,
but
can you
Django,
name a film which
that fucking
Yeah, but-
scared me in Django.
the Oscars usually go to main characters, usually, and also with the other actors that were in that film, he had a very tough time standing out. Very tough time.
He still did
I'm
well.
not trying to. I mean, I
Still
honestly
did
think
well.
that was one of his best performances ever. But it's hard to notice when you have so many other great performances in there as well.
It's very true. Something Waltz, the guy who plays the German.
Yes,
I love him.
Christopher?
I love him so much.
He is one of my favorite actors.
You
at the moment.
rarely get this in actors, but he's one of those actors where he just kind of vibes the safe guy. You know?
Yeah,
Where,
definitely.
like, instantly, within the first 20 seconds of seeing him, and he kind of does his intro and then kills those 3 guys, instantly, you know then, yeah, this guy, he knows what he's doing. He's the smart one. He knows what he's about.
Definitely.
And, you know, you feel safe with this character, and you already like him. And it's the
Yeah, even when he starts doing ridiculous shit like shooting the sheriff or
Exactly,
the marshal,
yeah.
and then you don't even panic. You're just like, yeah, he
you know,
has a plan.
He sat there having a beer. There's like 30 gunmen outside, and
Shall we?
in your head you're like, he's got this, you know.
Yeah. At first, I'll be honest, I went back to the childhood memories and I thought, he's about to kill 45 people with guns. Oh my God. But then it was much smarter than that.
Indeed. I'm trying to think what was the other film he was in where he played kind of a similar
It was
character, just a different.
Inglourious Bastard.
That's the one. Yes. You know, where you get the same vibe from him. I'll be honest,
Yeah,
there
it
are
was one
not
of
many
those, this guy
films
knows
where
what
I
he's doing.
kind of want to like a Nazi. You know, it sounds really bad, but he was like a likable. I shouldn't say it, but that he kind of was.
Just say
he was
likable,
likable.
not
I'd
a
say he's
likable Judd.
respectable.
Okay,
I'd
yeah,
definitely say
I like that.
respectable.
Let's
Maybe
go with
like-
respectful.
Because I respected him as a character throughout the entire film. Did I like him? Oh no, I fucking hated his guts, but I liked his character. So it's weird. It's a weird feeling.
I'll be honest.
Sign of a good
whilst
actor.
he was, do you remember the first scene where he's in the hut and he's asking them if there are any Jews under the floor?
Yeah.
You know, up to the point where he told them to shoot, I was like, he's kind of smart. You know, he's done this before, and now he's just he killed him.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly how it went. Oh, what a charming man. You know,
Yeah.
for a Nazi, this man is very well spoken. Oh wait, he just killed a shitload of
He
innocents.
just killed
Whoopsie
people.
daisy.
And this one girl runs off, and then he lets her go. I tell you what, that is one of the. Do you remember the scene where he then meets that girl like 5 years later, and they're eating
Yes.
food together, and he's there like Scott. It's just somehow the way he ate that, you know, and he didn't realize who she was, but she knew who he. My God, I was crapping myself.
Amazing, amazing film. Just an absolute testament to modern cinema.
Yeah, and I still that's my favorite role that Brad Pitt's ever played.
In the Django, you mean?
No, Inglourious Bastards. Brad Pitt.
Really?
Brad Pitt, not. Yeah,
Brad Pitt?
Brad Pitt in Inglourious Bastards. He was the bastard, I think.
No, Brad Pitt was not in Inglourious Bastards.
Oh. Pretty sure he was. Oh, and
Either.
Google.
These beers
Google.
are getting to me. Oh.
I'm pretty
I
sure
will
he
be
was.
your Google assessment.
Oh wait,
assistant.
Brad Pitt. Okay, yeah, it was the beers. It was the beers. Yeah,
Oh.
Brad Pitt's definitely.
Do
I was-
you still think I
thinking
was saying
about
Leonardo
fucking
DiCaprio?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
I was
Kill
sitting here
my
like,
hopes
he's
and
definitely
dreams of
not in that.
Google.
No, but yeah, Brad Pitt was definitely in it.
Yeah, he was the main character essentially.
Yeah,
He's
he was the bastard.
Yeah, he was definitely in it.
Yeah.
Aldo the Apache.
Which one's he?
That's Brad Pitt. Aldo the Apache.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that was
That was all
I'd say that is probably one of my favorite Brad Pitt roles. And Fight Club. Fight Club is also very
I
good.
still haven't seen Fight Club. I need to see that.
Oh my dash! Please just
Have
please
you
just watch that
seen
film.
the adverts for Grudge Match?
Grudge Match.
Mm-hmm.
Never even heard of it.
Really? Stallone versus De Niro. You know?
Is this boxing film?
Yes.
It's supposed to be a comedy. I heard somewhere.
Is it? Oh, if it's a comedy,
that's
then
what
it
I
fucking
heard.
failed. But it looks good.
Oh, have you seen it?
No. But the adverts just do not vibe comedy
Ah,
at all.
but it does look good.
It does look good.
I'm not the biggest fan of Stallone, though. That's the thing.
I'm not either, but I can respect him in some of his. I think he's got better with age. When he was younger, I wasn't a huge fan.
Whoa! What the hell is wrong with you?
What?
Right, give me.
Hey, look,
let's
First
say
Blood was
the
good.
old film.
First Blood was good. Everything after that was a fucking repetition in a different jungle.
Wait, you're talking about Rambo.
What else would you be talking about?
So what about
Rocky?
Rocky?
Same bloody thing, dude.
Are you high? Are you actually trying to tell
He
me
plays
Rocky
a
1
tough
was
guy
not
who in the end just beats up more guys, and there's this whole period of him going through bettering
plays a
himself
tough
in the
guy
middle.
who
It's
overcomes
the same
objections
thing.
and you feel him. He's in love. He has all of these
No,
feelings.
No. I tell you what I felt.
you
I
know
felt a
what?
pain in my
Rambo
face
goes
imitating
fuck
the expressions he was making.
Oh, you're really. Whereas what? Expendables is better than Rocky? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Oh, definitely not. But
Of course not. Look at this guy's recent films. That new Rambo was a load of bollocks. I could have made that film. Literally just, hey, let's just kill as many people as possible. There you go. That's the
new
entire
Rambo.
purpose.
Do you just mean the latest one?
Yeah, the new one.
It's not new.
It's new compared to the other Ram. If I say the new Rambo, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but
Holy
it's
shit,
not
Jay.
new, man. It's like, it's nearly my age.
It is the newest Rambo. And first of all, that's just not true at all. Oh wait, it might be true. You're like 4 years old. I completely forgot.
Not true at all.
Dude, this
I
is
forget
not.
how old you are, James.
It's
Like,
not. It's not a very new film anymore. That's what I'm saying to you, man. This thing is about as new as the fucking Godzilla.
You mean the old Godzilla movie?
The new one hasn't come out yet.
Old to
I'm
Bunny is
so
new to us.
confused because the original Godzilla came out so far before the newest Rambo.
No, I don't think it
So
was that much
far.
difference. No,
Oh,
the last
right.
Godzilla was
Owen,
98.
do
The
a
last
check.
Godzilla was 98.
Am I
The
googling it?
What's the last Godzilla?
Right, what am
There's
I
a
googling?
new one. There's a new one
When
that will
was
be
the
coming
new
out
Rambo,
this year.
mate?
New Rambo.
New Rambo. There is no new. Type in Rambo
new
3. Jesus.
Rambo
It's not
3.
called Rambo 3. It's called Rambo.
I'm just going to type in
Rambo
newest
3 is
Rambo
a
movie.
completely different film.
Right. Rambo? No, newest
It's
Rambo.
just called Rambo. It's just that's it. It's just
2008.
2008. So that's just a casual 10 years difference.
Oh
mate.
wow, is it actually? Okay, I completely take back everything I said. I yield.
No, it's just a casual decade, mate. Just a casual
I
decade.
did not expect that. I did not expect. I don't think I've seen it then.
You probably haven't. That's how bad it was.
The
That's
one
what I'm trying to say.
yeah, I don't think I've seen that then. The one I saw, he did not look like a 2008.
Oh,
someone.
and there's going to be a new Godzilla film.
I did.
yeah.
I just said.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, James, because you could have literally completely missed this most recent Rambo. That's why I say it's the new Rambo, because the original, the first one was called Rambo, and
It's
then this
8
one was
years
called
ago.
Rambo.
8 years ago. That's not new. Let it go.
6.
Oh my God. Okay, look, just listen to me for 1 second, okay?
Sorry, yeah,
the
6 years
first
ago.
ever Rambo was called Rambo, okay?
Mm.
Then there was Rambo 2, Rambo 3, Rambo First Blood, all of that shit, and then there was Rambo again, which is the one I'm talking about.
First Blood.
So
was
there's
the,
the
first
original Rambo and the new Rambo. How else do you want me to put it? It's like trying to explain what the first ever Xbox was. Yeah, the Xbox One. Oh no, sorry, it's not, is it? It's not, is it? It's the original Xbox and the new Xbox. And I
Okay.
just flipped the toothpick, it bounced off the screen and hit me
It's
in the
not.
eye.
It's still not
That's
new.
not good.
It's still not new.
I'm gonna kick so
Not
many shit.
new. I'm sorry. It's just not new.
Okay, it's the newer of the two films entitled Rambo. Is that good enough, James? Is that good enough?
You know, you could have just said the latest Rambo.
I could have just said the new Rambo and saved a syllable.
And that is what you said.
Exactly.
You said
You
said the
are
new
like a
Rambo. I
married
was like,
couple.
that doesn't exist.
This is ridiculous. Just shut up.
How are
James.
we
Just
arguing
shut
over
up.
this?
What I
Get
said
off.
made complete sense.
Deal.
You know what, Walter? Comment. Who is right? Walter.
Walter's
just
like the
comment
judge
below
and
Who
jury.
is right? And that's it. That's all we need.
I've
Agreed.
chosen to
Agreed.
segregate myself from this conversation.
Smart
Maybe.
choice. Smart
Very
choice.
smart choice.
There's no need for both of you to die. I have a topic if you want to hear it. Unless you still want to talk about a few more films.
I think I've said everything I need to say.
Mr. Owen. And
Yeah, I'm good.
Owen, you ain't saying much. What's
I'm
what's
good.
your favorite films of all time ever?
I like Forrest Gump.
That's a very good film.
That is a
Very,
very
very
good film. I don't know why I like it. I think it's just
I
the
do.
fact
It's Tom Hanks, and he is one of the best actors of all time.
he does play
Mm,
Forrest Gump extremely well.
he does.
Very,
It's-
very well.
yeah. That's another example of just an amazing actor.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Like
Yeah, he
Castaway.
is.
Have you seen Castaway?
Oh, that's a brilliant film.
Can't say I have, no.
It's
There-
based plane crash stuck on island. That's it. But it's really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. At one point, I think that there is a scene in that movie that is probably one of the hardest scenes any actor has had to act out, and he
Which
did it
one?
very well. Wilson! I'm sorry,
Oh,
Wilson.
that Wilson. I forget. Was Wilson football?
He was a volleyball, yeah.
Yeah. That was the best thing ever.
And
But-
the
this guy
water
had
boy.
to this guy had to break down and cry and apologize to Wilson for losing him at sea. And he didn't win an Oscar for it. I don't think he did anyway.
I don't know. I don't think he did, but that's ridiculous. He should have.
I cry every time. Every time.
Because I mean, one, the set crew must have had, they must have had some real discipline to just kind of stay serious the whole time, as to not distract him, because that must have been a hard thing to do.
Very true.
But
Another good film,
that is a great scene.
which I really enjoy, is The Waterboy.
What?
What you mean, Adam Sandler?
Really?
Adam Sandler.
That man has no place in this conversation.
Yeah, I'm
I
completely
just
with Bunny on this one.
genuinely laugh at every single one of his films. I don't know what it is.
Do you know
It's
what
just-
I used to, and then and I think it must have been my balls dropping, and then
I think that's exactly what it is. I think
Yeah,
it's
but you
called
guys-
brain cells. That's what it was.
Yeah, but you have to listen. You have to just. He's just made himself
no,
an
he's
actor.
not.
That's
He's-
no, seriously. He's made himself an actor that's just so respectable in the way
Ah!
that he just play. No,
What did
seriously,
you just say?
he
What
can,
did you say to
he
me?
can play a part so
we
well.
we had a
Not-
conversation about Tom Hanks, Leonardo
Did I
DiCaprio,
just-
Adam
Yeah, that's
Sandler.
what I'm about to
and
say.
then
Adam
you bring in
Sandler
Adam
fits
Sandler.
perfectly.
What the
Adam
fuck is
Sandler.
wrong with you? Like
Jesus.
you just spat
Wow.
on everything we've tried to build here.
Well,
Adam Sandler.
Who else?
Do you know,
Yeah,
let's throw some
Another
actually
great
good
film
names into the bot here.
Is
to
The
get-
Majority Report.
I haven't seen it. Haven't seen
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna punch someone in the face. this is a series. To be fair, that's actually a very good film. I love that film, but it's called The Minority Report.
Yeah, they
Owen.
could have picked.
Hmm.
Yeah.
The Majority Report.
Wow. Just.
I'm not very
Wow.
good with names, as you can probably tell.
That's Tom Cruise. So what's everyone's opinions on Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
He's okay. He's overkill on his. I want to say persona. I feel like he's the same guy in a different time in every film.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
Little
kinda
guy,
feel
people don't
like-
think much of him. Then he beats up a guy in a bar, and then he's this awesome badass ex-military.
You're
guy.
referencing Top Gun.
I'm referencing Jack Reacher, Top Gun, the whatever that recent spacey one which he came out with. All of them, pretty much everything.
Spacey one.
Yeah, I forgot what it's called. The Obsidian, Oblivion.
Oh, Oblivion. That was it. Yeah, Oblivion.
Oblivion's a good
that
film.
film was
Oblivion's a
very
good film. It's a good
Yeah, I
film,
enjoyed that film.
but it kind of, but that one not as bad as Jack Reacher. But Jack Reacher, Top Gun was
I've
before
never
he
seen
overkilled it.
Top
Gun's still a great
Top
film.
Gun, very, very good film. Very good film. Tom Cruise and what the hell is his name? Oh, I'm gonna lose.
Ooh.
Oh,
Maverick. No, not Maverick.
m-
Goose.
No, that's no, not Goose. Keep going. Iceman. What the hell is his name? Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer. Another one of my favorite actors.
He was a good actor because you didn't like him during the thing. That's how you know they're good.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like King
exactly.
Joffrey. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's an amazing actor, and I'd still punch him up if I saw him in the street. I'm an intelligent man. I understand that's not what he's really like, but I'll still beat him
I
up.
know. Do you know? I said this to Cam today. I want to kidnap that man and then, with the penalty of death, force him to stay in role as I beat him up because it just needs to be done.
That's ridiculous. Oh,
You know,
wow.
I'm
In
gonna
role.
I'm gonna kick him and then he's gonna look up as if he's just about to come out of character, and I'm gonna give him like a stern look and like maybe get somebody to point a harpoon at him, and then he's gonna turn back down and go, "Oh, but I'm the king," and things like that, and then I'm gonna kick him again, and
Execute him.
and then I'm gonna start, I want Tyrion Lannister. With them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he's just got an evil face.
I don't like his face.
I don't like King Joffrey's face. I just don't like
Yeah.
it.
Although King
Boy
Joffrey
needs
in real
killing.
life is a very, very good guy.
Who?
King
actor?
Joffrey.
The actor?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
the actor.
Yeah, the
I
actor
saw a
is
thing
very
with him.
good guy.
I saw
Very
a thing with him recently, actually. Yeah, he's actually a pretty down to earth guy.
You're talking about his talk on celebrities and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That was very good. Very
Yeah.
good talk.
If I saw him with a crown on, I'm still gonna hurt him.
Oh yeah, I'm still gonna punch him up. Like, it's just for now. He's
Leave Stark alone.
safe. They used to do that. I heard about a story of someone from EastEnders who used to get spat on walking down the street because of the character she played.
Oh. I know. Okay, given what we've just said, what I'm just about to say isn't really valid, but that's a bit over the top.
Yeah, of course. Well, of course.
No.
I mean, that's the whole point. Like, you're doing a good job when people are spitting on you for something your character did.
Yeah, maybe she was picturing that like roses falling from the sky. You know?
Maybe.
While she's getting spat on.
Yeah, maybe to her that's like, oh, they know I'm a great actor and actress. I can't remember who it was, but
Or maybe she has a spit fetish.
Or maybe she just thinks,
These are
let's not ruin my
possibilities.
career and kick the living shit out of this person who just spat on me.
That's also
That's
a
exactly what
possibility.
I'd be thinking. I'd be sitting there going, right, two options. One, I'm going to kick the living shit out of this person. Or two, I keep my career. That's
yeah,
basically it.
that's probably a pretty smart interpretation.
Right, gentlemen, I need to go for a whiz quickly and grab another beer, so I will be 2 seconds.
Slacker.
What'd you say to me? Speak up, James. That's what I thought.
Ah.
All right.
Slacker. Oh, it's actually gone this time. Good. Good.
All right.
Do you have anything you wish to talk about, Owen?
Not particularly, no. In terms of topics, no.
Okay. I feel like we need some lift music.
Yeah, I feel like.
I feel like I might make the SpongeBob thing come up. 2 hours later. Oh, he's back! How great!
What would make that show even better is if Morgan Freeman said that. Just in general, I think that would make it better. SpongeBob with
Oh,
where it was like,
that'd be
2
great.
months
Yeah,
later. 2
but
months
it
later.
wouldn't sound like that though. It'd be like 2 months later.
Yeah, it'd be like
You know,
2
I
months
can't-
later.
That's it. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
it's just Morgan Freeman,
Be
man. But
That
yeah,
would
you planning to go to Eurogamer again this year?
See, it's happening end of September again, right?
I think it's the same dates. I'm not overly sure.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, I'll Google it.
But either way, I will not be here.
That is
Thank God.
sad. And that's when you know Bunny's back.
Yeah, I may
Yeah, we were just
have
talking
seen
about,
my last
Eurogamer.
Eurogamer for a while.
Yeah.
What?
Can't be
What?
having that.
Are you going to go?
Why?
That is not good. I'm gonna have to go. Yeah, it's the 28th. Oh, what the? Oh, nice. EGX Rezzed. Is anyone planning to go to Rezzed? Does anyone know what? You're
Pretty
aware
sure
of
you
Rezzed.
linked me to that a while ago.
Yeah, no,
Is
this
that
is the. It's 28th to the 30th of March.
Oh, I'm here then.
I think that might be my study leave week. I do
You
not
can't
know.
go then, mate. You just simply can't go.
Fuck.
I'm making this decision for you.
Definitely, yeah. I
You will
wouldn't-
be studying, Owen.
Yep. Yeah. All right.
Fuck you,
yeah.
Dad.
But you guys can go. You can yeah.
We'll vlog it up, mate. We'll bring a big cardboard cutout of you, and then
That
we'll
would
just
be beautiful.
pretend you were there.
Yeah, that's what I would want, man. But yeah, it looks really good. Yeah, it's the 25th to the 28th of September.
That was just a tiny bit earlier.
September. God
Yeah.
damn. When is Eurogamer?
That's
That
when
is
it is.
Eurogamer.
Res is in March.
Okay. Res is in March and Euro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eurogame is September.
I may have. Where is Res? Do you know?
It
NEC,
is
isn't it?
Birmingham.
Yeah.
The
But
NEC
that's quite far
Birmingham.
from
that.
That's quite
Just
far from
Yep.
never worth it. I refuse to go to Birmingham.
It's the accent.
Hey.
It's not even that. It's just the. And whenever I go there, something bad happens.
Hey,
Something bad will happen.
I had to go to London.
That's unlucky.
Okay.
I had to also go
Okay.
to London.
Come on then.
Indeed.
Defend your
I
home
also
city.
had to go from time to time every day of my life.
To London.
Yeah.
But yeah, has anyone else got any topics
I have a topic if you guys are willing.
Yeah.
in the face?
I would like to talk about live streams and Twitch.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, buddy. Now, James, do you watch any live streams whatsoever?
No, don't like him.
Really? What is it about them that you don't like?
There are exceptions, but there are very few of them.
Express live stream.
Oh yeah, that one's great. That yeah, I'm.
It is.
I'm
That is
Everyone
always
should go and watch that.
always.
That is
yeah.
top notch.
I've never ever not watching that, but yeah. So there's that one, and then there is the not so much anymore, but a while ago I quite enjoyed watching. Who was it? I think it was the Syndicate's live streams.
Yeah, he still does them.
Yeah, I don't
Does still do
watch
them?
them anymore, but back in the day I did enjoy them. But obviously, the exception being the Express live stream,
Of course.
which we'll be linking in the description.
Of course.
I don't like them.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, and
That's really-
well, the reason is because the way I kind of watch media now is I do it in my own time,
Yeah, live streams more.
Oh, that's a-
and live
yeah, it's a
streams
good point,
often
that.
don't happen at a time, which works for me.
Yeah, I think personally, from the point of view that I'm currently at, I would definitely vote video content over live streams personally, because half of the time when I view a live stream, it's people saying, "Hey, can you hear me? Is the quality okay? And is anyone actually here?" Whereas if you just genuinely upload a video, you get
You aren't watching the right
you
live
know,
streams.
y-
my friend.
yeah. I like to watch. The
Actually,
people-
there was one I came across probably about a month ago now. It was a Battlefield 4 live stream, and it was this guy. If you think you can if you think you're good at Battlefield, then think again, because this guy was amazing. He was doing stuff with tanks, which I didn't realize a tank could do.
Damn. See, that's the kind of live stream you need to watch.
That's the kind of that's the kind. Either you could take.
What
that
is wrong
as-
with you two today? You guys can't talk.
Yeah, you could. I'm just thinking
I don't
of
know.
every
it's,
single
it's
way
the
that
middle
you
of
could
the
take
week.
that
We
comment.
usually do this on the weekend. You know, I've had
That's a good point.
I've
Usually
had a bit
it's
of time to
resting day.
compose myself, whatever. Whereas today's just been work up until this, and then there was more work because it didn't work.
Another T-shirt in the bag. Work.
Then more work because it didn't work.
And then more work, and then it didn't work.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good T-shirt. To be honest, we need to be writing these down, man. We need to.
I'm just gonna watch this video back now. I mean,
You-
I've already got the one quote written down that me and Owen aren't gonna talk
You
about.
know, it'd be nice to have a quote from somebody else every once in a while. We've got the cute one where you're from.
Yeah, that's courageous armadillo sorted. There you go.
It's true. Well, you're not gonna get a quote from me, apart from network. That's
From
gonna
what?
be my T-shirt.
Network.
Just network.
Network. By
Sorted.
Owen Bennett.
What a great T-shirt.
That is a very
I don't know.
creative.
I think I'm kind of a bit more uncouth than you two. I think I just kind of say stuff.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
I have
think
to
that's what it
think
is.
things.
Sorry. Buddy?
Who did you say? Oh, me.
Yes, you.
Oh, right. Yeah, I just basically said, yeah, that's probably what it is.
Oh.
It's probably just the fact that you just come out with shit rather than actually thinking about what you're saying. Which is perfect. I mean, it's great for a podcast. It's not an insult or anything.
Definitely.
You come out with solid gold most of the time. And other times, people put in the face.
Yeah, and other times I say stupid shit, which makes me look like a violent
but even that stuff
person or
is
something.
golden. It all makes good podcasting, my friend.
All makes
All of it
great
makes
Do you
podcasting.
remember when we had an episode pretty much devoted to fridges?
I do, and that was entirely your fault. You just sprung that
That
upon
wasn't
me.
my
See,
fault.
normally,
It was not
professionals
my
inform one another of all
No.
of their weird shit that's
I
going on.
remember watching that, and I remember nearly crying. I
It
was
was
in
out of the blue.
hysterics.
He just comes out with it, just like it's some normal thing. Just
And it
completely
still
on
is,
the
dude.
casual.
Nothing's changed.
oh yeah, of course, mate. I think we pretty much proved the point that
You
no
proved
one
it.
does it like you. You are the fridge king right now. You
Yeah.
are just
You're gonna
you
go
hold
into
the
your
record.
house.
No, dude.
You're
no.
number one globally for fridges.
No,
When
no.
you buy a house, you're gonna be sorted, man.
Dude,
You
I'm-
are gonna know
I'm-
exactly what
Who was
fridge
it that?
you're
I'm.
getting.
Do you know what? It might have been Callum that agreed with me. I'm pretty sure Callum was on the same page as me with this.
So, what's your
Callum
opinion on
from
fridge
last week's
freezers?
episode. Sorry.
Fridge freezers. I don't know. I have a singular fridge freezer. So
See, I have separate ones. I
And
have a
this is
fridge, then
why
a freezer.
When the
yeah,
apocalypse
and there's nothing
comes,
wrong with that.
You'll be first to die.
This is
oh
brilliant.
man.
And now you've got a dead body to hide. Oh, if only I had a mega fridge freezer.
Yeah, here's the thing. If you put a dead body into a fridge,
A
you
freezer.
then have a dead body in a fridge.
This is true. It doesn't do much in
It's
there.
not like, yeah, the problem doesn't go away.
It
You then
stays
can't
fresh.
use that.
I don't
fridge.
think I don't think anybody's ever put a dead body in their freezer with just the thought of just keeping it there.
As an ornament.
There we go.
So-
That'll do.
My God, I did hear this one story about some guy who kept a body he had killed in his freezer, and
That was quite
every so
recent,
often he
actually.
worked. He what?
Was that a recent one?
No, the one I'm thinking about was ages ago, years ago, absolutely years ago.
Okay.
But what he was doing is he worked at a Jesus, what are they called? Where you get, say you die, you pass away, and you
A
want to get,
mortuary.
yeah, but you want to get turned to ashes. What is that place called that you go to?
A crematorium.
Crematorium. That's it. Crematorium.
That's
He used to
the
work in a
one.
crematorium.
That is the
So
most
what he did
depressing
was-
job ever.
It is. It's very depressing. He would basically open the freezer before he left for work. Put he'd cut a chunk of meat off of his victim,
Oh,
put it into his lunchbox, go to work, and then literally chuck it in with dead people every time.
What?
By the time they found him, half the body was gone, and they'd pretty much worked out
Jeez.
exactly what he was doing.
he's a clever guy. That is very clever.
Nice.
It's something I would have never thought of, but he did kill
If
someone.
you
so-
were that sick in the head, you would think of it.
Yeah, it would be even worse if you had
Yeah.
a dinner party and you would chip off bits of the body and put it in people's drinks as ice. Now that
Where did
would
that
be
come
even
from?
worse. I
Where-
genuinely
where did
don't know.
that
was
come
the
from?
First thing that I did not think
What?
through, but it went. That could be a thing. Someone
What?
could have done that, and you would not know. No, genuinely, you would
Wait
not know.
a second.
What kind of plan is this?
You would not know.
Did I just hear that?
Do you just
Did
like
that
walk up
actually
to them
just
with a
happen?
severed limb and would you like a piece of arm set? Oh, good.
He as ice,
Like
really?
a tip of a finger.
You're
And
not
no
for-
one will notice.
No
Hey,
one
I'll be
will
honest.
know.
I've
No
seen
one
an ice
will-
cube or two in my time. You're not fooling me.
What in God's name? It was you, wasn't it, Owen? It was him.
It was. I'm sorry.
That's the weirdest thing I've heard in quite a while. See, that's going to be another t-shirt.
That
It's just going to be a
is.
picture of a martini glass with a finger frozen out of it.
Jesus, that's an odd one. That is
Beautiful.
wow.
Even in the kids' drinks,
Oh, good. We're onto children. Perfect.
Full circle.
Mm.
I had a point. I was gonna okay, yeah, I had a point. So So me and my friend Jimmy, we were talking the other day, and this little kid comes up. I say little. He was really small. He was probably 13, 14. So he was a young lad, and he came up to us, and he just he came into our conversation and started joining in, but not nicely, like really sarcastically, trying to like mock everything we're saying, whilst his mates are like, I don't know, like 20 feet away, kind of laughing at him. And
Giggling like bitches.
yeah, and it's a rude thing to do when people do that, you know.
Of course.
If you can kind of picture in your head what I'm trying to.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
what I'm trying to say.
we've
I
all
live
been
in
to school,
Luton, man.
mate.
So-
We've all been to school.
So I kind of turned to him and politely asked him to go away. I say that I swore at him and pushed him, but so then he kind of walked away. But there's no violence in this story. But the point is, he went back to his mate. And he kind of stood back up like he wanted to fight something. And his mate kind of came up to him, put his hands on his shoulders, and went, "Yeah, suck his knob."
What?
And me and my
What?
friends broke down because we couldn't understand what kind of prep talk that was.
What?
Wait.
Yeah,
just a
you
second.
just heard me right.
That's literally as weird, if not weirder, than Owen's Ice Cube story.
Yeah.
What is
Yeah.
going
on?
That is
Put
gonna
his
be a
ha- wait,
shirt.
Wait, let me just make sure I have this correct. So, this was you, right? And another guy in an altercation, in a fight of some kind, right?
It wasn't really.
Verbal.
Yeah.
And
Skerfuffle.
his friend, in an attempt to hype this gentleman up,
Yep.
has put his hands on his shoulders
Yeah.
and told him to suck your penis.
He came up to you. He put his hand on his shoulders, kind of moving his head back and forth. Went, "Yeah, go on, man. Suck his knob." That's what he said.
Well.
And the thing
That's
is,
children.
none of them were
don't know what
phased
to
by it.
say.
None of them were phased by it. It's like, really? That's a normal thing
Well,
for you
what was
guys
his
to say?
response to that? What did he say anything back? Or...
Did he just go, yeah,
What
yeah,
to what
let's
to
do
his
this?
mate? What to his mate trying to hype him up with that?
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
just
if
got more
someone came
hyped
to me and
up.
Said yes.
He just
suck
got
his
more-
Pull
he
cock.
just-
down your trousers.
He just got more hyped up until he saw all of us breaking down laughing, and then he obviously didn't understand why. And then at that point, they just kind of felt embarrassed and walked off.
Are you sure they weren't just coming on to you? It sounds like they might have just been coming on.
I'm pretty sure they weren't. But I mean, in terms of an odd story, that's got to be up there.
Oh, that's one of the highest, apart from Owen's. I
Yeah.
think Owen's still up there.
Owen's is just. ooh.
Ice fetish.
We need to make a
But yeah,
ranking. in the
genuinely,
description.
why? What kind of prep talk is that?
It's a very strange pep talk.
It's not the
Yeah.
best one, I'll be honest.
I don't think I've heard worse than that. I think that's pretty much the worst I've heard.
Yeah, I think in terms of that, in that respect, you've got to give it that.
That's
is true.
crazy. What?
Yeah,
How? Oh my god. Okay.
I do bring some pretty odd stories to the table, don't I?
Yeah, you most certainly do. You most certainly do. And
Yeah.
and by the way, how did we get from streaming to making ice cubes out of people and dicks? Like, where,
You
where
know,
did
I was
that go?
thinking-
Welcome to Podcast X Season 2.
I was thinking that when you guys were talking about films, actually, I was thinking, how did we get from one question to where we're debating about what the name of the newest Rocky film was? And it was quite strange, actually.
We had an episode where we argued for 40 minutes about fridges, so it's
But that's
we didn't argue.
understandable.
We didn't argue. I informed you that you were just completely weird,
you did dick.
and you took it a bit offensively. That's what happened. There was no argument. I told you what the story was. I
You
told you
did
what the
not.
social norm is, and you didn't believe me.
No such thing. You city boys.
You fridgy boys.
So
Yeah.
I had somebody suggest to me the other day that we should do an episode where we do nothing but accents for the whole thing. Like we are assigned an accent at the beginning, and then we have to do it for the whole.
You know,
thing.
I really.
But
really
that sounds difficult.
I'll tell you what. If I get to be Irish, I'll do it. I'll happily.
If
do it.
I get to be Chinese, I will do it.
If you get to be Chinese, you're not invited, mate, because that's going to be the most racist
Yes.
ever. You're going to get flagged so
No,
quickly.
I'll just do the what's his name? Ownage Pranks. That's the guy.
Yeah, that
Have
can
you-
be
has anyone
interpreted
ever
in so
encountered any
many
really
different
fun-
ways. Maybe not the best thing for the face of a network, just saying.
Well, yeah. Oh, well, that is all good.
Oh my God, yeah. Oh wait, first of all, let me just talk a little bit more about live streaming because I kind of want to try and win James over.
Okay.
So, do you mind if I have a go at that, James?
No, it's fine. I'm all this.
Right. So because I never used to watch live streams, never. In the same way you do, they just made no sense to me. There's no editing quality. There's no like beautiful video editing. There's no audio checking or anything like that. It's all just on the fly, and it made no sense. But then I started to not follow one live streamer. I started to just watch whatever the top live streamer at the time was, mostly for Call of Duty Ghosts. And it means that whenever I go online, even if I turn on my Xbox right now and open up Twitch, I know someone is going to be online that I can watch playing Call of Duty Ghosts, reasonably popular. And every single time I've watched, it's been very high quality streams, very high quality. Then there's the second aspect where you can communicate with these people a lot easier than you could on YouTube. For example, through the chat or through subscribing to them or through following with them. Because I don't know if you know this, but on Twitch, you can set up the settings so that every time you get a follower, a piece of music plays or something flashes on the screen and you get told about it. And then immediately that person who is streaming can converse with you. And that's what I like. Because the other day, I think it was, Jesus, when was it? Maybe Monday? No, it wasn't yesterday. Sunday, I think. Maybe Sunday. I had a conversation with White Boy 7th Street while he was streaming.
Wow, really?
That's impressive.
And like he was saying my YouTube channel was shit like that. I was like, oh my days. Okay, so this is what Twitch is. This is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Then
cool.
another gentleman who I was with, some guy. He's not that big as a streamer, and his YouTube channel isn't that big. He's got less than 2,000 subs, but he just does game battles every morning. Every morning he'll do search and destroy game battles. So every morning I get up, I watch it, and then today I subscribed. And it's a very different experience. I'm not quite sure what I like about it yet, but I do like the fact that I can just talk to the streamer while they're sitting there. It's hilarious.
Yeah, maybe I need to try it the way you are, because I think before how you described it as just kind of following one guy is what I did.
Yes, so did I when I first tried it, because there was one occasion where I tried it, watched a stream, and I was like, this is bullshit. But now I have like 8 different streamers that I actually really, really like. And there's always one of them online, like Ponestar.
Yeah,
have you
from
heard
my
of
understanding, you've kind of got 2 levels of streamers. You've got people who do YouTube and sometimes stream, and then you've got people who are streamers. And apparently they are just
100%.
They're so much better.
But then again, you have the opposite way around with YouTube. You have people who do streams.
Upload the stream.
Yeah.
I think when you upload the stream, you've taken the beauty away from it, because then it's just an unedited video.
I don't know, because the guy who I was watching just before this podcast, the way he does it is he'll stream for 8 hours, just straight up 8 hours game battles, and then he'll put all of the highlights from the stream in a video on YouTube.
That's what I like, the highlights.
That's very good. I really enjoyed that, because you can just you were there. Like you can literally watch a video where he pulls off some crazy shit and you were there reacting to that while he was doing it.
Precisely.
So when you watch the video, you're like, oh yeah, this is crazy. Oh, I remember this. This was sick. This was banging. And it to be honest, I'll be completely honest with you now, watching Call of Duty Ghosts on live streams has refired my interest in Call of Duty Ghosts. Completely. I went from a 1.4 KD to a 1.8 KD in the past 2 days just because I've been watching streams.
I haven't actually played Ghost that much. I got it, and I haven't really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I
There's
don't know
something
why.
about it.
Actually, okay. Whilst we're talking about video game, I need to talk about this TV screen which my friend's got. So my mate Jackie's got this new television. It's I think it's an LG Smart TV. You got this cool little remote for it and stuff that works like the Wii remote except better. And
Really?
it's just quickly double checking. What can you hear from my mic?
You.
Just you, yeah. Sounds all good.
Brilliant. Okay, so his TV is a smart TV, and you know when you do like dual play, where it splits the screen in half, somebody gets left or right or top or bottom on Call of Duty.
Yeah.
On this TV, it's a 3D TV, right? and I think this is what allows it to do this. So this isn't actually talking about the 3D thing, but so you set it onto split screen, and then you tell the TV that you've just put it on split screen, and you tell it to go into a mode called dual play, and then you get 2 pairs of glasses. They're not 3D glasses. I'm not sure what they do, but each person puts on a different pair of glasses, and then
if this sentence ends the way I think it's gonna end, I'm gonna fucking freak out.
I'm gonna buy this TV.
And then what happens is, rather than you now having half a screen, you have an entire screen, and you can't see the other person's screen at all.
That way.
And as I just shit you not, this is literally how this happens. And we were playing, sat next to each other, staring at the same screen, wearing these actually quite nice kind of, stylish somewhat glasses. They're not electric or anything. They're just little ones you put on. Full HD, I'm looking at a full screen, playing against him, facing at the same screen, yet we can't see a single... There's not even... As I describe this to you, this must sound a bit gimmicky, but it's not. It's refined. It works perfectly.
My mind just got blown. My mind is blown. Simple as.
It works.
Completely blown.
It works flawlessly.
That's unbelievable. Can you ask him what exact television this is? Because I have an LG
You could
here.
probably find it. It's an LG, and it's called Dual Play, is what it's called.
That is just.
But it's amazing. It's brilliant.
I can't believe that's a thing.
Yeah.
Finally, we're in the future.
I know, and I didn't realize this thing was in homes. I was like, how did this thing end up in people's homes before I found out about it?
How has there not been a news story?
I don't know.
Is...
I don't know. It's a huge thing, right?
I thought that's game changing. That's very
exactly.
Wait, hold on. All they have to do is implement earphones, and that's it. You can 20 people can watch the same television, all different channels.
That's what they're doing at the moment. They're now making it so they've got headphones synced up to different channels, so you can have one skybox, one television, 4 pairs of glasses, everybody watching something different.
That's fucking crazy.
That's just
but
insane.
if you take the glasses off, then you just see the most whacked out screen ever. I mean, you see fucking colors and shit, and you see overlaying views. But when you put the glasses on, perfect.
That's
it's literally like looking at your screen now. There's not even the slightest hint that there's something else.
Really? So there's no drop in quality whatsoever?
No, none. Honest to God, that's what I found weird. I was expecting the quality would go down. No, dude, it's HD. FPS is still there. It works. It just works.
That's crazy.
I think refined is the word I want to use to describe this. It's good. It's really, really good.
That is absolutely unbelievable. That's literally just blown my mind. That's completely crazy. It makes sense, I guess. I could work out how it works.
I'm pretty sure what it does is, so this is my theory. So you know how 3D glasses kind of take the 2 fuzzy images and put them together?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure all this does is take them apart.
Yeah, exactly.
So rather than having the left and right lens that put them together, you just effectively have 2 right lenses or 2 left lenses, which just make the other half of the screen just, you can't see sense.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I could work out how it works, but the fact that someone came up with it, wow, very good.
In fact, somebody's now doing it and it's working. It's the future, man. It's so cool.
Mm-hmm. Split screens without split screens.
Exactly.
Oh my god!
It's great.
No more screen watching.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god!
You literally can't screen watch unless you steal you'll have to fight the other person for their glasses, because you take off your glasses and you're gonna have you take off your glasses, you're gonna have a seizure. So there's no screen watching. However you look at it, it's great.
All right.
Yeah, that's very, very good news. I'm happy we're making steps in the right direction.
Definitely.
Good job, LG. I don't think they're the only ones that have it, but good job. They did it well.
Do you think we should talk about the beginning of the video now? Do you think it's time to release?
Go on
I
then,
think
buddy.
it might be time to release the slogan
I actually
want to
hear. I actually want to hear this as well, because I'm still not 100% sure.
Okay,
Owen, have you got it written down correctly? Because you mentioned
I do. It repeated about 30 times, so I think I've got it.
In that case, I'll lay down the baseline, and you come in with the quote.
So this was while we were having tech issues, right?
It was.
Yeah,
it was. Right. So for those of you that haven't guessed already, at some point before this video was recorded, we were having some technical difficulty. We couldn't quite work out what it was, but James was trying his hardest to fix it, and this went on for about 40 minutes to an hour. So it was quite a long time, but during this period, we had some conversation with James, but he kept cutting out and things were going on. The call would drop and stuff like that. But at one point, James just continually repeated the same phrase over and over again with like a minute in between each time, to the extent that me and Owen couldn't tell if he was actually saying these things or if it was some crazy glitch on Skype that was just repeating what he was saying over and over again. So, Owen, would you like to inform the people here of not only what James was saying, but how he was saying it?
Okay. So, guys, I think this might be a problem.
That's literally it. That is the
repeated
whole
30
shebang.
times.
Wait, so that's
Over and over and over again.
wait. Okay, so hang on, let me try and recreate this. So you heard, what did you hear?
Guys, I think this might be a problem.
And I said it like that.
You said it
See,
like that, but it
I'm
was
pretty
kind of
sure
more
I said this
disappointing.
like once, which is now I said this like 2.5 hours ago now. But that's what kept replaying.
Yeah.
It
To the,
was
I mean, the first time you said it, we were like, "Oh, okay, yeah. I wonder what's wrong. What's wrong?" And then you said it again. We're like, "Oh shit, something's seriously wrong." Then you said it again, and we were like, "Wow, what the hell's going on with James's computer?"
Wow.
Then you said it again, and we were a bit like,
And did it just?
"Okay."
It must have just sounded exactly the same every time.
Yeah. It was slightly different.
That's what I
Surprise.
was gonna say. I didn't want to sound crazy, but it literally sounded a little bit different each time.
Exactly. It
I
was
s-
so
here's-
weird.
I'm pretty sure I must have said it about maybe 2 or 3 times, but definitely not like
This
30
was at
times
least
or anything like that.
7 or 8.
Yeah.
7 or 8, I'd say. Realistically,
Really?
7 or 8 times.
Wow.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
And then by the end of it, we were just sitting here in tears.
Was this-
Every
but-
time it
It
played,
was
we were
Really?
just laughing.
Was
our
this
asses
whilst
off.
I was plugging in different mics?
It must have been. It must have
yeah,
been.
you cut out once or twice, and then you came back, and it was still repeating.
Wow.
Yeah, because basically what was happening was, you know how you were switching to your other mic?
Yeah.
Immediately when you switched to your other mic, we could hear noise in the background.
Yeah.
So every so often, that noise would turn on. You would say this exact quote, and then the noise would turn off. And then we'd be sat there in silence, like, what the hell just happened?
That would be me unplugging.
And then it
the
would come
mic,
back again.
yeah.
The background noise would come back on. You'd
Yep.
say the exact same thing. Background noise would be gone.
Definitely.
That,
after a
yeah.
while, we were
was
actually
there like
worried you
a
might
was
be a
there like
victim.
a noise of me plugging in the mic or anything?
No, it was just straight up,
Hell.
guys. Things might be a problem.
Yeah, that's exactly
That
what it
is
was.
becoming a shirt with James's face on it.
It
I'm happy
is.
now that at least I know what you were laughing about, but at the same time, I'm still very confused. But okay,
All right.
so
All right, gentlemen. You're gonna have to
would
give me a second
you
to get
rather?
that
Oh,
I'll be listening. I'll be listening.
okay.
All right.
So I think we're coming towards the end now, but we're gonna finish this thing with a would you rather.
All right.
Now, Owen, since you're here,
Mm-hmm.
unlike somebody, would you rather be 7 foot tall and a weakling, or 4 foot tall and strong?
Okay, wait.
Repeat that. Sorry.
Would you rather be 7 foot tall and a weakling,
Mhm.
or 4 foot tall and strong?
That is a good question.
Is a-
And I'm guessing in this question you can't just work out and become
no,
strong.
No, you
Okay,
can't.
no
No.
That's cheating, then, is it?
Weak
Okay.
for
No,
life,
you're a
strong for
7
life.
foot tall beanpole who is just he's a little girl in terms of strength. Or you can be a 4 foot tall fucking dwarvish knight, effectively.
Well, this is actually
This
quite
is
a
a-
funny question.
This is a
because-
terrible question. I don't like this.
No, I actually know people who fit both of these criteria.
7
they're
foot
both
tall, really, and 4 foot tall.
7
These
foot, you know NBA players. Yeah?
Seriously,
are 4
NBA
foot
players are
tall.
known-
4 foot tall is the
No
one that surprises
joke.
me more.
I'm
Is
not.
his name Sleepy?
Genuinely, I do. Okay. There's this one boy. He's very, 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 very skinny, and he's at least a little bit under 7 foot, but he's huge, and his name is Emil. Okay, and
What's
he
his
is-
address?
He is the skinny. He is the skinniest guy you will ever meet, and he is just like a twig, right? But at the same time, he's a lovely guy, great to talk to, and whatnot. But then again, there's this 4. I wouldn't say he's 4 foot. He's obviously a bit taller, but he's about. You guys obviously know how tall I am, so he's probably about shoulder height to me.
Oh,
so
that's a small guy. Wow.
yeah,
That is
Well,
a
thanks.
small individual.
But yeah, and he's considered one of the strongest people in my year,
Okay.
being that tall. So, but he's a bit of a cock. So personally, and I'm not gonna
Wow. He's
blow his
To
name
be
up.
honest,
So-
anyone who's 4 foot and very, very strong
He's
is
either on
probably going to be a bit
steroids.
of a dick. Like,
Yeah.
I d-
Exactly.
Do you know what?
I don't like to
I'm kind of going to
generalize.
argue the point. He's probably not as strong as you think he is.
Yeah, I can
Here's the
kind
thing.
of see what you
So,
mean.
and here's my thought on this. When I see people who are like 5'4" and they're incredible, and they're really, really bulky guys, I'm like, dude, if I was 5'4", I could do that. When I see people who are 6'5" and they're built like The Rock, I'm like, okay, that took some effort.
yeah, that's a serious
Because
guy
it's
right
more
there.
Yeah.
compact when you're smaller. I know what you mean. It's like
Yeah,
there's
it's-
not as much area to work out. If you
It-
get my gist.
I
don't know
think
if that
there's
was
probably a
worded
better
correctly, but
technical
yeah, I
way
get
to
it.
describe it.
Yeah,
but if
that-
you're the
that's what
bigger
I'm
you
saying,
are, the
yeah.
harder you've got to work. I know that as a general rule of thumb.
Pretty much. That's generally
You know,
correct,
you
yeah.
don't usually see super tall guys or super like built up, but you quite often get short, broad, like little bulky guys.
Definitely, yeah.
Agreed.
Um,
All right.
Agreed. Yeah.
But still, with this question, the only thing is, there's no good answer because I would hate to be 7 foot, and I definitely hate to be 4 foot.
yeah, that's the thing, right?
So
I
y-
think
you
I
have to be,
yeah.
I'd say 7 foot. It has to be 7
I
foot.
think I'm
purely
going to go with
because
7 foot tall because in the end, I think being that short would really, really hinder your chance with the ladies.
Yeah,
and
it
I think
really would.
I think if I was a 7 foot tall weakling, but I was charming and funny and a nice guy, I'm pretty sure I could pull that off.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You
Just
know,
play the
and-
guitar. That's
Hey,
it.
look, I'm 7 foot tall, skinny, and weak. They don't know I'm weak. They just see a 7 foot tall guy. They're not fucking
Exactly.
with me.
Yeah, that's definitely the option. I was
You
going
know,
for
when
as
I
well.
see a set, when I rarely, there's like one guy I see on the semi-occasional basis, so I think it's probably 6'10" ish. But when I see that guy, he's not bulky, but I still think a guy that tall must be able to just like pound my head into the ground with enough like momentum,
Yeah.
Just
I get you.
Yeah.
swings it because they're just big.
Yeah. So conclusion: rather be tall.
I think
Got to be.
gotta be
Got
the-
to be. Which is
big
hard for
friendly
me
giant.
to say because I'm a short ass anyway.
You're not too bad. You're really not.
I'm like
You're a little
5'9",
bit taller than
You're
me.
5'9", I'm gonna say.
5'9".
Yeah.
maybe. I can't. I
Hey, you're
haven't
taller
measured
than Tom
myself in a
Cruise.
while.
You're taller than Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I might have
Yeah,
grown a bit as
but-
well.
Even some midgets are taller than Tom Cruise, and he's a Scientologist,
Well,
so
Hmm.
he hasn't got much going for him.
Yeah.
And we probably just got kicked offline because I mentioned Scientology in a negative way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
So fuck you. But yeah,
But
no,
yeah,
I'm,
it's.
yeah. The whole
You guys are definitely right about the whole short people being able to get bigger a lot easier.
yeah. I think that's true.
Definitely.
You know.
Because everyone, for example, at my school, even me actually, 2 years ago, maybe, well, when I was in university, we used to go gym every day, and I wouldn't really work out that much, but I'd just work out while I was there. My friend was doing it, so I thought, hey, I'll do it. And I got really, really big, and then I lost all the fucking weight again. So now I'm some skinny.
Did you
skinny,
get
short
did you
guy.
build it faster than the other guys?
Yeah, I still have
Hmm.
stretch marks on my.
Wow.
It's kind of hard to explain. It's basically, say, hold your arms out like you're in the crucifix position with your
Yep.
hands facing forwards, right?
Okay.
Now, if you just underneath your bicep, just above your armpit, I have stretch marks
Oh,
on
I
both
see, yeah.
sides there, from
Yeah,
where
that makes sense
the
actually.
bicep has grown too quickly, essentially.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
then
I
because
could
I
see
lost
that.
it all, now I'm just some skinny guy with stretch marks. So
You're not that.
problems.
You're not that skinny. I'll give you that.
No.
You're really not actually a skinny.
like-
I'd say you're. I mean, I don't know.
I'm
You're
like
pretty
11 and a
normal
half
build.
stone.
Sorry?
That's less than that. I'm like 11 stone.
Yeah, but for your height, that's really not that bad,
You're a little bit taller than me, and obviously as
For my,
like
I'm verging on 12 stone for my height, and I'm 185 centimeters. So,
12 stone.
Yeah.
I'm 8.5 stone.
Wow.
Holy moly!
Shit.
How do you not blow away?
I genuinely don't know.
Jesus.
I'm being
shit.
genuinely, but I'm not even like
But you're not that much smaller than me.
exactly.
Wow.
I'm not visibly like, oh my god, that guy is completely anorexic.
You don't
No,
look
certainly
short
not.
because
I would,
oh,
no way.
you're like a
Yeah.
proportional short person.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah. I kind
I would have never guessed that. Never in a million years.
Yeah, here's the thing, because when I look at you, like, you don't look like a short person.
Yeah, I
In
know.
the same way, when people
lot.
look at me, I don't look like anything
A
above
giant.
5
Be
foot
honest,
8.
you don't look like a tall person, James.
Yeah.
You just are. You just
Yeah.
are a tall person. You're very in proportion for a tall
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
Def-
It sounds weird, but I think that's the way to describe it. Yeah. You look in proportion. You're just shorter when I come closer to you.
Yeah.
So.
Sounds about
It's
right.
like one of those optical illusions. When we walk towards you, you just seem to grow and grow, and it's like
Yeah.
Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I'm still growing as well. Fuck you guys.
What was really weird for me is meeting you all at Eurogamer.
Yeah.
Seriously, I don't know why. It felt weird.
You
Like,
want to know what was weird for me, Mr. Owen?
what was weird?
When you first walked up, I just simply did not recognize you at
Yeah,
all.
I was wearing
At
glasses,
all.
man. I needed to look older.
I'll say that too as well.
Is that what it was for? It was for the because
Really?
you had your head shaved and you had glasses on.
Yep, I got my head shaved for charity because I used to have quite long hair, and I had glasses.
Yeah, you look. I literally thought you were one of James's mates, and then you walked up to me like,
Hey!
"All right, business partner," and I was
What
like, "Holy shit!
What you trying to
It's the one and only."
what you trying to say about my mates, huh?
Hold on, what are you trying to say about Owen?
Yeah. whoa, right.
You said
Let's
you
just
thought
leave
he was
that
one of
there.
my mates for some reason. That's,
Yeah, because you.
Oh, 'cause you
did
didn't
not
recognise him.
Bring your mates.
Sorry.
I'm still really surprised that guy's 18.
Yeah, that to be
Big
fair,
Cameron.
That was more
Mr.
shocking.
Cameron.
He's nearly 19
Absolute
now.
legend. Absolute legend.
He
Yeah.
is. He got ID'd 7 times.
Oh,
That's
Cameron.
just
Yeah,
a
but
win.
Is the
Cameron's,
man.
he looks young, but he is older than all of you guys.
He is older than all of us combined in mind.
He is.
Is he? Hold on. Is he older than Canyon?
Yeah.
He is.
Are you serious?
He
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
He was older than Canyon.
Oh yeah. He's got like
Oh my
he's got
God.
nearly a year on Canyon.
We need to get Canyon
No.
back in, man. Canyon is awesome.
Canyon's going through a very, very busy period at the time.
Canyon's a
yeah,
funny guy. I tell you what.
he's-
That's
he's
what
neat.
surprised me.
He's
Because
hilarious.
you don't realize this until you meet Canyon in real life, but when you just talking to him online, I think his voice, and he kind of has this northern edge to it as well.
Yeah, yeah.
He
Even
he
though he
just
lives, like, 10
he
minutes
sounds
away
like
from
a
me.
kind of straight talking, just kind of serious guy.
Yeah, he seems very down the line. He seems like
Yeah.
he doesn't want any fucking around. But when you
Yeah.
do meet him, it's very different.
Yeah, he's the king of banter basically.
Yeah. He's the exact
You know?
same audio wise. But
Yeah,
when he's actually
He
there,
doesn't
it's
sound
hilarious
any
for some
different at
reason.
all.
Yeah,
This
it's
man
weird.
hasn't, and this man, if this man was to walk into a wall, he would break his Adam's apple.
Yeah.
You
But
know?
then, Bunny,
He's a
if you
manly
looked at my
man.
picture now on Skype, if you just
I'm
take a
looking
quick
at it.
peek at my picture.
Oh yeah, I've been looking at it the whole time. mate.
They do.
Deep
That's
into
more
your
like a
eyes.
turkey gobbler.
Yeah, but that's just
That's completely different to what I saw. Completely.
exactly. See, but
Yeah.
I looked older at Eurogamer, and
You
that's how I
did.
got into.
You did,
That's
yeah.
how I got into.
You, I'll be honest. You at Eurogamer.
I was
Here's the weird
surprised.
thing, right?
I was surprised I got into Black Ops 2. No, Ghosts was it? Yeah, it was Ghosts.
Yeah, it was.
Dude, I
because
fucking
was
made it into
downstairs. They
that.
made the mistake. But, wait, hold on. Ghost was 15 plus.
No, it was 16.
16.
Oh, was it 16?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
wait,
you were
yeah.
15
What,
at the time, right?
16?
Yeah, I'm
Oh
still
my
15.
god, young people problems.
But
Oh,
yeah.
Tell me about it, man.
See, I'm
Holy-
lucky because I'm not. I think I have quite a young face. At least I hope I do.
Yeah, but you're
that was my 20-year plan.
I see. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, because when I first met you at Eurogamer, the first thing I thought was, "Holy shit, he looks young. He
Yeah.
looks very young." But the thing is, you look old. I already said this to you at some point. You look older than you are, but you act even older than that.
Yeah.
So if I sit here and talk to you on Skype every day, all day, I'm going to have a picture of you in my mind. And when I meet you, you're going to look younger than that person I've been speaking to.
But didn't you
Yeah, I
feel
can
that way
imagine
with
that.
me?
With you, I was more concerned about the fact that you kept trying to take my clothes off. I think that was the
Whoa.
main concern at the time. Because
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
that
kept
happened.
trying to say that I wasn't a homosexual, but for some reason, you just kept trying to grab my piece.
You
I
know,
mean,
that is what us network developers do.
that's a good point. Yeah, to be fair, it is in the rules. I
Yeah.
did put it
Yeah.
as a rule for
Yeah.
Express. So
That is
It's-
the definition of networking.
This is
It is.
Express.
it is.
Right.
Okay,
Okay.
what have we done? What have we done? Let's not start these rumors.
I
Yeah,
do not
you've
know.
unleashed this.
But
You've
yeah, no,
unleashed
Cameron's a very as I say Cameron's. I feel like Cameron's the guy you want to know because you won't ever know anybody else like him.
This is very true.
Cameron's an absolute legend.
You-
The
you-
only thing I will say about Cameron is that I think obviously I only met him once on that occasion, or twice,
Twice,
if you
yeah.
include
Gadget Show.
if you include Gadget Show. So I don't know him that well, but as far as I can tell, he might take things a little bit too personally.
Yeah.
Because he's chosen a direction in his life that takes a lot of well, I don't know what the word is.
Guts.
Bravery. Yeah, it takes a lot of bravery. Not a lot of people do it. Like, for example, no one knows what we're talking about. Cameron decided from day one he's never going to drink alcohol. Never. Which is very impressive for someone to say at the age of 18 when they're allowed to drink alcohol.
Mm.
I
Nearly
couldn't do it
19.
myself. Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, when I it was this occasion, I happened to offer him a drink because I was going to the bar. And because he was the only 18-year-old there except for me, I was like, are you serious? You're not going to have a drink? I mean, you're 18. You're the only one here that's 18. You have to have a drink. And I think he felt like I was pressuring him, and he just freaked out on me.
Kind
Yeah.
of snapped a little bit.
He was just like, look here, boy. I want you drinking today. I was like, holy shit, okay.
Now let me tell you a thing or two about ethanol.
It was crazy.
Yeah, he
All right.
definitely doesn't do any of that. I tell you what, when I'm in the car with him and I'm like, I try to go to turn on the radio, he takes one hand off the wheel, slaps my hand away.
No, he does not drive.
Yeah, that
For
dude's
real.
been driving for 2 years now. This is not
That's-
news.
I could not imagine him behind a wheel.
Oh, what? Nor can the police that pull us over like 5 times.
That's tough. That's tough.
That would.
I think you need to tell him to just grow a beard. Just eat a lot of pork, grow a beard, and then he's happy. That's it. Perfect.
Yeah, no, but you know,
Legend, though. Absolute legend.
we went to McDonald's the other day because we're healthy, and we kind of pulled out, and I just kind of saw somebody look through the window, and there was this couple, and they just kind of watched him pull out. You know, I think in their mind they're like, he stole his mother's car.
Joyride.
Yeah, because you know, I mean, he's got a young face, but he's also very small.
Yep.
So he you know, until you talk to him, he doesn't vibe very old. He doesn't
Yeah.
sound it either, but just the words he uses are just, you know.
Yeah, agreed. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna have to.
All right,
pop
Owen, thanks for coming on.
Boss.
Oh
yeah.
no, departo, Mr. Owen. It was a pleasure having you, and we'll no doubt see you
Brilliant,
again.
Pete.
But before you leave, how much time do you have?
What do you mean?
How much time do you have spare? Like 5 minutes? Can you spare 5 minutes?
Yeah, I can spare about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, because I have a little topic here that kind of requires your attention.
All right.
It is you now being a full-time member of staff with Express again. How does it feel?
It's jolly.
I think
Jolly?
orgasmic,
Jolly, yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, it's good. I like it.
Glorious?
Glor-
Fine?
Yeah, that's
Life-changing, perhaps?
life changing. We could go there.
We could go there.
But it's good for me because
Spiritual.
it's nice for me to be back doing what I was doing in March, because basically this is exactly what I was doing in March.
Precisely.
You know, I really enjoy it, and you know, it's nice to be working with the lads.
The lads, we missed you, Mr. Owen. We really
It's
did.
Nice.
If you leave us again, I'm gonna kill you.
That's okay. you have my word.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know, Mr. Owen. Also,
You
we're
leave
gonna
Express
discuss
again, you better leave the country.
Oh yeah, no, that's it. Yeah, you need to escape. escape your life, escape everyone you know and love, or I'll find you. That's it. But yeah, there's I'm gonna be talking with James about a few video ideas I've got coming up that might require your attention as well. So
Cool.
make sure you stay on Skype and shiznay, and I'll let you know.
Awesome. Okay. I'll be seeing you guys.
All right, Mr. Owen, have a
See
good
ya.
night. All right.
Thanks for
You
coming on,
too.
mate.
See you guys.
Back in black. So I
Indeed.
can't remember. Did you choose 7 foot tall and weak?
Yeah, definitely. It
I
has to be 7 foot tall because the way I was looking at it, at least, was that you don't have to be strong these days, really. Like,
No, you really
what do you
don't.
need to be strong for? Unless you're planning on going out and fighting people all the time, you don't need to be strong.
Yeah.
In my opinion, at least. I mean, if you're a tall guy, 7 foot, who's completely weak but has a personality, you're gonna get all the bitches.
Yeah, that's true.
And to be fair, it's kind of the same with the 4 foot guy. Only I think it's a bit harder for shorter people, personally.
Yeah, I think it's more difficult because at least if you're a taller person, everybody's eyes on you. When you're a
Exactly.
short guy, eyes are down on you.
Yeah, everyone looks down to the short people and
You know,
looks up
at
to
least
the tall people.
you're 7 foot tall and weak, but like I said before, people don't just take you for a weak person; they take you for a guy twice your size.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's just you kind of get a bit. It's hard to explain. I was trying to explain this to a girl the other day, but when the process that a man's brain goes through when they meet another man, it's a hard thing to explain because and do you get what I'm going at here?
I
Or-
do. I think I do, at least. I think I know what you're talking about.
Because I think it just must be
There's-
some primeval
yeah.
thing left in the back of
Exactly.
our brain.
Yeah, okay. We're definitely thinking about the same thing. Definitely.
Yeah, but when you meet another guy, definitely one of the first things that goes through your head is, if shit went south, could I take this guy?
Yeah, that kind of, on some level, always occurs. Always. And the worst thing is, I think that the answer to that question then defines how the rest of the relationship goes.
Yeah, I would agree.
Because, like, I will act completely different to someone who I know I could kick the living shit out of than I would to someone who would tear me up.
I think I'm with you on that.
Like, it's not intentional. It's just the way I am.
Yeah. See, it's hard for me to say because I don't really hang out with people who could. And I think that's just a thing. You don't tend to hang out with people who could kick the living shit out of you, And I think in terms of like your little friendship groups, and I think from what I know about you, I think you're this type of person as well. We're kind of don't take this phrase too seriously, but more kind of you're more of a leader in the group than you are a follower, Like if I'm in a group of friends, I tend to lead conversations more than I do sit down and listen.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And when there's something happening, and this doesn't count for all the times, I mean,
Of
you
course,
tend to have a couple of these people in your groups, but I think I'm just thinking of like my kind of 20 closest friends. There's 2 or 3 of us, which I'd say, we're kind of like I want to use the word alphas,
I guess it's a pretty accurate phrase to use. I suppose.
You
It
know?
sounds dickish, but it is accurate, really.
Yeah, so
I guess.
and I feel like everybody kind of has that in their group. If a group looks after each other, and when somebody kind of comes into the group, I feel like I'm one of the first person to. It sounds like such a dick thing, but I want to say I vet them. I don't like it when somebody big comes into the group.
I think this whole conversation might sound a bit dickish, but it does make sense biologically. Like, it literally
Yeah.
does. If you actually sit there and think about it, the guys out there at least, I know there's so many women listening to this podcast,
Ooh.
but the guys, if you actually think about the first time when you meet another guy, next time you meet someone for the first time, try and evaluate the feelings you're having towards them. Because there is something, I think the word you used was best suited, the primeval. There was something very primeval about it. And I can't quite put my finger on what the hell it is. But yeah, you are right. You are right.
And I think with girls, they don't do that. I think what they do is they do how attractive is this person in comparison to me. I think they compare,
that might be the case.
The aesthetics.
Obviously, there's no way for us to know, but in my opinion, I think that might be correct.
Yeah. and
Because it's definitely not bigger. They definitely don't
Exactly.
look at each other and think, "Oh, she could beat me up." They look at each other and think, "Yeah, looks." As far as I've been able to tell, anyway.
yeah, that's what I think anyway. Though, and I think as well when you look at groups of girls, now correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I see, it tends to be. This is gonna sound so dickish. It tends to be one of the prettier girls leading the pack.
Yeah.
In the same way, when you have a group of guys, it tends to be, one of the more alpha. Not always in size, but
No.
more, just in the way they
Personality.
are.
Yeah. I think that's 100% correct. In my opinion, at least, it's obviously difficult to say for
I'm there
every.
as well.
And there's obviously going to be exceptions to the group. But I think in the most case, yeah, you're right. You're 100% right.
Yeah, but no, definitely as a guy, if I come across a guy and it sounds like such a dick thing, but I don't I'm not I'm not in Bunny's situation. I'm not meeting adults left, right, and center. Most of the people I'm meeting, are 16, 17.
Actually,
So I'm
continue with your point, but I would like to ask you a question after this. Go ahead.
Okay. So, that's, 60. Well, because I tend to hang out with people a bit older than me, because that's just the general thing of it. But, like Cameron and other friends, 17, 18. Cameron's virgin on 19 now, but. Sorry, but let me just correct myself. I didn't say virgin and 19. I said virgin and 19.
I didn't even register that.
Oh, okay. Because to me, I thought I just made it huge. But. Okay, that's the thing.
No, it's virgin on 19 is what he said. We're not about to talk about his sexual life on the podcast.
But yeah, that's oh dear. Okay, but
hey, have you seen him? We all know he's knee deep anyway, so it's no problems.
Yeah,
the guy is just a lady killer.
He has to.
I guarantee
he has a rape whistle for girls.
He has a utility belt. Like you
the
can't
waist torch,
go
the waist
wrong.
torch.
Yeah, just to put this into perspective for you guys, we're in a dark. It was in the Call of Duty Ghost section, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We were in the Call of Duty Ghost section. They like to make it all dark with big screens and stuff to basically put you in the mood for playing Call of Duty Ghosts. So one of us dropped something. Immediately, that thing is lost. Lost forever. We're never going to find it. And then this guy just pulls out his utility belt, clicks on some random torch, and immediately the day is saved.
It doesn't even come off his belt. It's on like a rotating ball. It's on like a rotating ball that is attached to his belt, so he can point it where he wants without having to remove it from his belt. And he just kind of lifted up his shirt a couple inches, and instantly.
It was crazy. I couldn't believe it. I was literally sitting there going, I would have never thought of that. But that's something we really, really needed today. Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. Really amazing.
It's one of his very unique qualities, which comes in handy every now and then. He always has a torch, always.
See, I wouldn't even think about that.
If I was ever going to be in the car with somebody when they drove into a lake, I'd want it to be him, because he's got hammers and I'm pretty sure he's got at least one in there, but he might even have one for each window to smash the window.
Are you serious?
Like the special little hammer things. Yeah, I've definitely seen one in his car at least.
Wait, you mean the actual little metal-tipped hammers?
Yeah.
Tiny ones?
Yeah, the ones that are meant for
are
smashing glass.
Deadly.
Mm.
See, if I had to pick anyone who would have one of those in his car, it'd definitely be him.
Yeah, definitely. His car's well, the back seats occasionally get a bit cluttered, but the front of it's pretty nice, clean car and organised.
What kind of car is it?
Volkswagen Up. Soprano.
James, I'm so sorry. My phone is ringing again. Do you mind giving me 1 second?
That's fine. I'll carry it for a minute. But yeah, so his car, he's got a very nice car. He's got a nice Volkswagen Up, but he keeps it immaculate. Yeah, on the inside it gets occasionally cluttered and stuff, but like on the outside it's very nice and clean, and he's got everything that you'd need in a car if something was to go wrong. He's very prepared like that. Yeah, nicest guy you'll ever meet. Wouldn't hurt a fly. Unless that fly tried to make him drink.
I missed the call, but I'm not going to call him back. I'll wait.
I was just saying Cameron would never hurt a fly unless unless the fly offered him a drink.
Oh yeah. I got the imagine this, people. You're sitting there talking to a guy who is clearly the nicest guy you've ever met. He's just a lovely, lovely person. And then you say something that you think's completely normal, and he just boom, just flips, just turns immediately.
Yeah.
And then you were in danger.
You don't know what he's got on that belt.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. But I guess the only way I could really react to it was just like kind of laughing it off.
Yeah.
But
you
at
were
least
very polite about it. It was good.
Yeah, it went well. At least that conversation went well when it could have gone so many other ways.
No, he considers you a friend, so it's all good.
Perfect, good.
Yeah.
Because he's a legend. He is an absolute legend.
Yeah. Let's not forget Sam.
Oh, Sam, I would do
Sam's a
him
good guy.
so many ways. I would just tear that guy up.
Sam's a funny guy.
He is very good. See, all of your friends are good people, which is, I mean, if you judge someone on their friends group, you're doing a pretty good job of judging people. So,
thank you.
You're doing well, Mr. James.
Because
Very
I always
well.
keep those I can beat.
That's what it is. It's because I
Yeah.
threaten them with death.
I can't say that because of yeah, okay, but yeah.
But yeah, Miss James, the question I had for you, because I just literally while you were talking there realized that your mental age is probably around the same as mine. Would you say that's about accurate?
Yeah. Do you know? I'd say that's fair enough.
Really, I'd say it because whenever I speak to you, I don't think of you as a younger guy in the slightest. I'm sure the people watching will agree. And how is that? Because you're at the age now where people are kind of going through their being a fucking idiot phase. How does it How does it- how does it feel having almost forcefully to spend time with these people who, although yeah, it's just a phase in their lives, they are still just complete idiots? Like how does that? It drive me fucking crazy.
Do you know what? It feels weird, but I feel like the friends I mostly hang out with, I kind of skipped that age group, which sounds odd, but most of my friends are, a year or two older. Some even more than that, and I kind of maybe skipped that friendship group when they went through that stage, maybe. Actually, well, now that I think about it, I think a lot of it comes to the fact that I wasn't like brought up by wolves in the wood or anything, but I was brought up differently. I've been brought up in a very military household. You know, mother was RAF, father was RAF, stepdad was Royal Navy for 22 years. It just and it keeps going down the line on both sides of the family like that. And
Which I think could be it. It could be it.
I think that might be.
And I think it's good. I honestly think the quicker people grow up mentally, the better. In my opinion, at least.
Oh, well, thank you. I think so too. Personally.
Because essentially what you've done is you've completely sidetracked an entire negative period in your life. Because around the age of 16, 17, that's where most of my regrettable memories come from. Because I just was an idiot, basically.
Yeah.
So sidetracking that altogether is a very positive thing. And I'm not saying all 17 and 16-year-olds are complete dicks, but it's that phase in your life where you haven't really learnt what the right thing to do is, what's cool now. Like these motherfuckers that say YOLO and swag. I'm sorry. If you say that shit seriously,
Jesus.
me and you are not going to be having a relationship of any kind. It's
Completely
just...
agree. Actually, this is going to be the biggest fanboy thing I've ever said about anybody, but part of the and I think you know the name I'm going to say now.
I think I probably do, yeah.
But so I'll say the name in a second, but I've been watching this YouTuber for 3, maybe even 4 years now. And and it sounds weird to kind of say about a YouTuber maybe like changing the way I am, but I honestly think to a certain extent it has. Just the
Definitely.
people I watch on YouTube are the people I idolize and the people that I've always wanted to be more like. And in turn and in time, you just become more like them.
Yeah, that's very true.
And for me, that YouTuber was Woody's Gamertag.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, a lot of people are going to disagree with that. I don't know why Woody
don't know
gets
either.
so much hate. I think it's one of those things where unless you really sit and you really watch a lot of his videos, you're not going to get it. You're just not going to get it.
You kind of need to be on the inside, don't you?
Yeah, you do. You really do. Because when I first saw Woody's Gamertag back in the day, I just thought, this guy is just a dickhead pretending to be a nice guy. Then I started watching his Mail Monday videos. And I realized how much he helped the people in those videos. And then I thought, well, how could I possibly have anything against this guy when he's helping so many people in this way.
Yeah.
There's been videos on heroin addiction, and he's sat there all night on forums trying to work out the best way to get off of heroin so he could tell this guy in his Mail Monday video. Who does that? There's very few people on the planet, let alone on YouTube, who would be willing to go to that effort for someone they've never met before.
Yeah, I completely agree.
As soon as I started watching those videos, I was hooked. I was like, yeah, you know what? He is a nice guy. He's a really nice guy.
And especially with his like Mail Monday videos, I'll be honest, 99% of the stuff that happens, and that doesn't apply to me, luckily.
Of course.
But the messages that he gives. Oh, hang on.
Can you still hear me? Everything all right?
Yeah, sorry, but the messages which he gives to people do kind of apply in all aspects of life.
Definitely. 100%. One of the biggest pieces of advice I took from Woody was quite a while back, and he's repeated it a lot since then, so I know you'll know what I'm talking about, is the whole... In fact, the best way he worded it was recently. It was, if you beat yourself, then you'll never win.
Exactly.
And for those of you that don't know what that's referring to, it's basically, for example, let's talk about relationships. Whenever someone sends him a letter saying something along the lines of, there's this girl I really like, but I don't know if she likes me, etc., etc., etc. One of those problems you tend to have at school and in the early stages of your life. Woody's response was, just do it. Just ask her. Because if you ask her and she says no, you're in the exact same position you're in now. The exact same. Nothing changes. If you ask her and she says yes, you gain from it. Don't beat yourself. Don't think to yourself that, you're going to fail. Because if you do, you're going to fail. That's exactly how it works. And that was a really good piece of advice for me. Because back in the day when he first said it, it wasn't in those words, but it was the same kind of idea. I really took that to heart. So from then on, anything I wanted to achieve, I just tried it. I just tried to achieve it. Because why not? Why not? So you are right. You are right. The guy, inspiring is what I'd say.
Yeah. And, he just... I mean, look, I know as much as he's put on YouTube, but what he's put on YouTube is the last 4 years of his life in 2,500 videos.
2,500 videos.
Tell me I don't know that guy, because I do.
It's just ridiculous. I'll put it to you this way. On the schedule that I've been going on in the past year, it would take me 10 years to put up that many videos.
Mm-hmm.
More than that, actually. Nearly 15, about 13 years it'd take me. So the guy's dedicated, very dedicated. And the recent news of him uploading less frequently, that's...
sad,
but you understand it. You understand it
at the same time. I'm happy because, now he's got this alternate revenue stream going on and,
precisely.
But from it, he's being able to spend more time with his family and things like that. So, I'm happy for him at the same time.
Definitely.
As long as I get my, weekly PKA, no riots.
Oh, yeah, as long as the PKA keeps coming in, I won't have to kill him.
Yeah.
Basically.
No riots as long as that stuff keeps coming.
Precisely.
He does come out with some very kind of, I want to say experienced opinions on things.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. He's a good person to listen to because it relates exactly to what we were talking about. The whole, if you're in the early stage of your life, you haven't experienced that much. Even if you think you have, because I know when I was 17, I thought I knew everything. Even if you think that you've experienced all of this stuff, just listening to someone who's a bit older, not even necessarily just Woody's Game Attack, just listening to an older person every now and again and listening to their advice and opinions is a good thing to do. A very good thing to do.
Yep. He put out a really good video, I think this week, of what about marijuana? But he said some stuff on that which
I haven't seen it.
I've never been able to word it as well as he put it, but yeah, I think. Do you know what? Fuck it. I'll link him in the description. Go check him out.
Link it. I need to watch it anyway, so yeah. I'm definitely gonna be here.
Yeah, I'll link his channel and definitely go check him out because there's some pretty good life lessons hidden in his videos. And I'll be honest, he hasn't had one for a while. He had a couple bad moments here and there years ago, but that I'll be honest, those were mostly provoked. But
oh yeah, definitely.
He's learned big time from them because he just nowadays couldn't care.
Yeah, and that's the right way to be.
Even though recently, I don't know if you saw one of the PKAs, he got stabbed in the back big time.
That I have no idea. All I know is he had the one gentleman on who was talking about another YouTuber in a negative fashion, and
Ryan.
a lot of other things in a negative fashion as well. And then that particular YouTuber turned up the next week. A lot of changes were made in people's opinions of certain other people. So I don't know the full story personally, but
I think
I
okay,
know.
so I think we're on the same page here with the same person.
Yeah, it's definitely the same person, but
Yeah.
I just don't know. I don't know enough about it to make a judgment call.
He got an episode taken down because because of something which isn't worthy of it. But Woody hasn't said anything about it.
Yeah, still on Wings' channel though, so hit it up.
Yeah, it's a good episode.
It is. It's a very good episode.
Obviously, watch the whole of season 1 of Podcast X first.
Oh, well, clearly. I mean, there's nothing on YouTube that stacks up to that, but
Exactly.
we have to at least mention some other people. Otherwise, it's just not fair. We'll just rule YouTube. So,
Yep.
Woody can thank us later for the shout out.
I'm sure he will.
Oh yeah, he will. He'll just hit me up on my cellular device and
But
let me know he's thankful.
Yeah, but as sad and as silly as it sounds, I'm pretty sure you can. I'm pretty sure people just from Podcast X have got to know us a bit.
I would imagine so. I'd say that people on Podcast X probably know myself and you better than myself and you know each other. Like,
Probably.
really.
Yeah, because it's true. You've heard stories from both mine and Bernie's life.
Indeed.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's getting to a time now people are slowly starting to accept that you can actually know somebody without meeting them. If anything, know them more.
I would say so.
Because this is what you don't get over the internet, is what we were talking about when blokes first meet.
Yeah, that's very true.
It
that's
takes
very
that
true.
whole stage out.
It takes out all the vanity of it, really.
Mhm.
Like, at the end of the day, because there's no judgment on people's looks whatsoever.
Exactly.
It's just personality, purely 100% personality, at least in the mediums that me and you are experiencing.
Yeah.
And I think that's a good thing, personally.
Yeah, it's great.
That's why myself and you get along so much, apart from
It
when you
is.
step out of line and then I've got to, backhand you a couple of times. And when you
He beats me.
behave, we're friends again, it's-
He does. He beats me.
I do. When the cooking's not done correctly, when there's washing up in the sink, someone needs to take the hits for it, and it has to
Yeah.
be you.
All right then. I think that's a good point to end on.
It is indeed. But before we do end, I did have one more thing to say that I cannot fucking remember.
Is it about Express?
I don't think it was. Oh, yes, I have a video idea for us. I told you about this a couple of days ago, but your internet was messing up for some reason. So, I have an idea. I say you and I start a game battles team.
Game.
Battles.
Okay. You have to
Do you
break
know what
that
that
down
is?
for me.
Okay, so you know what MLG is?
Yeah.
Professional gaming, right?
Yeah.
This is the stage below that.
Okay.
It's where there's leagues and everything like that for each game. There's ladders, tournaments, etc., but it's not based on money. It's just for, the sake of saying we have this many wins and this many losses. And I think you and I should start a game battles team because I think you're a pretty nice guy. I think I'm a reasonably nice guy. And we're both terrible at video games. So if we start a game battles team, we would just be extra nice guys because we'd be giving away wins to everyone. And at least
charity, really.
It is exactly. That's exactly what it is. So I think we should do that because at least we'll be showing people how you should play game battles. Because no matter what happens, we'll be having some crazy fun, but we'll never win. So I think it's a good idea, personally.
I think we should do that.
I think we need to try it out. The only thing is I need to get my ghosts back from Mr. Rito because I've only gotten the Xbox One now.
No.
And yeah, you haven't got the Xbox One yet because you're a waste man. Have you seen my picture I put on Facebook, on my Bunny Tears Facebook of my mic?
Just about to.
You need to check that shiz out. It's looking sexy now. And since you were the one that recommended this mic to me, I feel like you're partially, if not fully, responsible for it. Can you not get to it with the stream going?
I can. Oh, that's not you. That's your sister.
It's
okay.
probably the other bunny tears. You know, there's a few of us around.
Oh, wait, is it bunny tears or your personal?
Oh no, bunny tears. It's on the bunny tears one.
Oh.
It'll literally be the last photo I posted.
What? Why is it not? Apologies. Why is it?
All right, I'll tell you what, Miss James, because I'm really, really about to piss myself. How about we end the show here, have a look at the picture, we'll have a little bit of a conversation. But yeah, I think that's what we should probably do before I actually.
You guys can go check it out by going where?
Facebook.com/Bunny Tears Online.
That's where I'm going.
So if you do want to check it out, go to that. Facebook.com/Bunny Tears Online, and that's what a Blue Yeti should look like if it's being used correctly, in my opinion.
Oh, it's loading. Oh, wow. Good day.
Good. You like it?
It's just wow. Nice.
Yeah, boy.
Wow, is that the pop filter you're using?
It is. Dual layer pop filter came today. Today. I was so happy.
I need to get one.
Yes, you do. And definitely get a dual layer one because they are so nice and felty and there's just no room for error. I love it.
I need one. All right, yeah, I will. Nice headphones.
Yes, Sennheisers. They're my reference headphones.
Oh, yeah, I can see.
I just bought a pair of Sennheisers with no bass boost whatsoever, and that's what I use. And it comes with a clip, like, to hold because the wire comes extended. It's made for studio use, so the wire's very long, and it comes with a clip to wrap up the wire, and it clips perfectly on the side of the microphone. So,
wow,
it's just perfect. This little microphone setup I got going on here, I love it. I really do.
That's perfect. Yeah, but everybody go check that photo out. It's pretty cool. But no,
Yeah, are we
sounds
calling?
so sexy.
Yes, that's my secrets. My voice is actually I'm a squeaker, but I just mess with the settings and it works out being like
Definitely.
this. Are we calling that an episode, Mr.
I think
James?
so.
Right, so guys, I don't think this was a 2.5-hour episode like some of the previous ones have been. I don't know how the hell we pulled that off, to be honest.
It's probably not far off.
Really, you think so?
It's been at least 2.
Holy snapsicles. Well, I didn't even notice. That's how much fun I was having. So we hope you enjoyed the episode. We had Mr. Owen on as a guest, an absolute amazing guest, and obviously welcome him back to Express in the chat because he hasn't had enough attention. I think he needs a little bit more. Yeah, that was it. That was Podcast X Season 2, Episode 2. Is there any last thoughts you'd like to leave the people with, Mr. James?
Oh, nothing, but thanks for watching, guys.
Okay, and as the final quote, unless you've already finished the recording, have you?
No.
No? Okay, well, as the final quote, I'd just like to say, guys, I think this might be a problem.